everything perfectly fine. Maybe the problem is both of you.
Yeah, that's true.
Big rips.
No.
No.
Miss you drop off.
Nope.
I only
He
got
looks
to do it
real
once,
cute, though.
so I'm very upset.
Look at him.
That is I am, of course, still new to this game.
I can hear Chuck every time I blink. Like the second my eyes are closed, I can hear him.
Oh, you got hit with that curse too?
Yeah, it's
That's
bad.
a rough one.
I got it bad, man. I got it real bad.
I got it when I opened up a box of haunted doubloons.
It happens to the best of us. No?
Everyone around me turned into a weird skeleton. I just got
me
weird
a horse,
Chuck
please. One horse.
mannerisms stuck in my head.
Which one do we want?
Curse!
Black stallion?
Curse!
Pinto?
Yeah, he would do
Black
that with
stallion.
his finger, but it'd be a
That
sausage.
just automatically go
Horrible.
to
man.
my...
Well,
had to
there was like some
mount.
skit somewhere where everybody had like fingers that were
Okay,
super
so
bendy.
now we go to
I forget what that was
Pets.
from.
Oh, that
Mounts.
was from
Whoa,
Everything
we
Everywhere
got
All
this?
at Once.
We've had
Yeah,
this
yeah,
whole
that's what
time?
it was.
I didn't have to buy a mount? Wow!
That movie was
Hell
so
yeah.
good.
Everyone knows I'm dope.
Yeah, it was good.
Everyone knows how dope I
Raccacoonie.
be. I've had a mount this whole time.
Oh, it's so good.
I've had a mount this whole time.
Everything,
Ooh,
all at once and all that stuff. Dan, it was a movie they made a couple years ago, mostly with Asian
Horrible.
actors in it.
Wow,
great.
Dan, I've been giving it to you easy. It's been like kindergarten.
Talking to Anthony, and then Chuck
Let me
came
tell you
in.
something that I hope
I
makes you as
I
angry
won't
as
make
was
you pay
Tom.
for it. I'll be
I told
nice.
the
What do you
carpenter
do?
to
Run
clean
over
my
his
house
dog or
last week
something?
to not carpet my
No,
steps.
dog's over there. I can bring him over here
He
later.
just gave me a blank stare.
Do it.
He's
Yeah,
got a
I'm
bad.
just
He's got
watching
a
this
bad
video
knee.
of you run through the barrens, and it's
That
really
took longer than it should have. I'm a little
Pretty
disappointed
zen.
in
core
myself for that
memory.
one. I'm gonna be perfectly honest. Or actually, rather disappointed.
Oh, that
in
was the
myself for
pun
that one.
about stairs, where he's
Blank stare.
the carpenter
let's
didn't
talk
finish the
about
job, and
carpeted
when you
stairs
asked him
real
if he was
quick.
going to finish your stairs, he just gave you a blank stare.
I think this is gonna be some high quality entertainment. What's
I am a
water pressure for the shower?
I'm a database of all dad jokes.
Was it up
It's
to his standards before you choke?
because I used the word
first
dad
off,
and
Did
data.
somebody
I think
say
this is like a dad
database?
joke.
he was actually the migrant in this particular situation, so he
Little
did the
preview.
choking.
Oh
That was
my
very nice of him. Like I
Are
said,
you gonna be data when you're playing the chess
6K and 3
thing with the fingers? That episode, or you're like,
Except I won't be doing jazz hands, I'll be doing jizz hands. Which, if you know Galarian lore, is when your hands just rotate 360 degrees.
Oh, I
I
thought it
beat
was when you
endlessly.
played jazz.
not in that. That's different in Star
I'm sorry,
Trek.
what is jazz? Oh, from the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air.
New York just made jazz illegal. I heard.
Hey Tom, I went to the doctor and said I've got an earache, inflamed sinuses, conjunctivitis, and headaches. B.E. didn't seem to believe me and dismissed me. He told me that it's all in my head.
Oh
Stems
no!
Stems are what plants use to
Wait,
stand.
hold on. Aren't those ogres and stuff at the very?
I'm not quite sure what this character is yet, but I feel like I'm.
It's coming. It's a brewing inside your noggin.
Boy.
Shuckle my rudders.
First question about X-wing. Go. All right, go. I'm done.
Damn
So
it.
is that smoking thing starting a fire?
There is fire on the stairs, yeah.
Wait, I've been burning gold all this time.
We're here. It's happening.
I failed.
Oh, now they can.
Good start.
Phenomenal start. What do
So
you do?
professional.
Hey-o!
So
What do you do, Pods? Sweet. Oh, yeah, so excited to do some Starfinder! Who's excited to play some Starfinder?
I am.
Good job.
Thanks.
Hold on. Listen. Hey! Are you excited for Starfighter? There, he's not gonna. He's not.
Who
I'm
are you
kind of
asking?
excited, I guess. Shut up, Dan. It's just GM. What are you doing?
All right, well, welcome in, everybody, to Professional Casual Network here. We're playing some Starfinder. We're doing the second edition playtest. Thanks, Ben. And
You're welcome.
we're really, really excited. We played. We streamed it a couple weeks ago, right?
Yeah.
When we played one of the first adventure for the playtest. with me and Tim and Ben, and we had Danny and Kendra on there for Lost Omens was the other show. For Star Omens, I'm going to get that wrong for a while, apparently. We've got Dr. D over from the Arachne podcast, and Calamity Jack. And new to the network, but a friend of the network for a while here. Anne!
What up? It's your girl. That's it.
It's your
you may also know my content as Heartsinger Games on the internet. And you know, I've done stuff out there. Happy to be here. Thanks for having me.
We're really happy to have you. Yeah.
And you know, Dr. D is here, despite my best efforts. So we'll see what happens to his character.
He said he lost the invitation in the mail, but I chased down that postman just in case anybody ever invites me to a RPG by mail. And I check every single day.
Every day. Today's the day, guys.
It's tough.
He did chase him down. Dr. D is pretty speedy.
And he's fast. He knows I'm coming. I gotta get him at an angle every single time. I jump out of a tree.
What did you expect him to do?
I mean, he's getting his money's worth. Listen, I'm paying my taxes, and I'm making him earn every cent. I don't know if postmen get tax money. I don't know if that's how it works, but
when you become a postman, you have to do the presidential fitness.
The fitness gram pacer test.
But anyway, yeah, no, seriously, I chased them down, and yeah, I got it. So Dan can't deny. I have it, proof.
Woo! Well, we're super
right
excited to have Dr. D in here because he is, as I was explaining to other people before that didn't know him yet, he is a personality. So we're going to see that in full force here today, I'm pretty sure.
What does that mean?
Yeah. You'll
just
wait. Well, you've seen it already in the we've been.
I have had a preview. It's true.
Yeah. So we're starting with the Starfinder second edition just demo. It's a little like kind of super mini adventure. It's meant to be played in like 45 minutes or so. So I'm sure our group will take 2.5 hours because we won't do anything until we've role played for a good 45 minutes at least. And then we're gonna do our best with the mechanics here. Luckily, most of us. No, stop. Not in this show. Most of us are pretty well familiar with the Pathfinder Second Edition rule set, as Tim and Ben and I were all cast members on over 150 episodes of the Lost Omens podcast, playing through Second Edition Adventure Path, and it was awesome. I love it.
It only felt like 500 episodes.
Right? In a good way, though. We were talking about it last night, and Taylor was like, no offense.
Oh, what did I just do? Oh, good. You're back.
Woohoo! You scared me there. He's like, no offense, but my favorite part of that show was Curva, Ben's character. And I was like, for real.
Yeah. It's probably the best thing I've ever done.
So people that are familiar with the Lost Omens podcast, Ben, you've got your own big shoes to fill.
I'm not wearing... Well, no, I am wearing shoes. I'm just not wearing pants.
Oh, fair. Well, I mean, you're streaming from home. Why would you wear pants?
Oh, no, I meant my character. It's very hard to tell from my character icon there.
That's fair. I didn't include the pants. It was mostly just from the
just
waist
be
up.
aware he's Donald Duck in it.
That's on me, man. I'm sorry.
Also, hi, Otis.
It should be said that I have played Pathfinder, I think, one time, the first edition of it. And that was, I think I was still in community college. So that was probably like almost 10 years ago.
Ooh.
Before you burned it down.
I wasn't even a Dr. D back then. I was just double D back then.
Double D. Love it. So we're going to go around the horn quick and talk a little bit about just introducing your character. You can give us the absolute basics if you want. If you just want to say your ancestry and class. If you want to give us a little bit more than that, that's fine. If you want more information to come out in role-playing, that's fine with me as well. So those that don't know, I am Dan, the Bad GM. I'm the GM for all of the Warhammer shows. on the Professional Casual Network, a grim podcast of perilous adventure, and settling the Southlands that I wrote, and also very soon to come out is our Doomstones campaign, the Valley of the Doomed, running as well. And like I just said, I was Brennan. I almost said Mr. Brennan, but he never called himself Mr. Brennan. But Brennan, the Yosoki investigator, medic, witch on the Lost Omens podcast. And yeah, we've been doing this. I almost said full time. I wish it was our job, but we've been doing it for fun since 2020. Over 4 years of this great stuff. I'll save Tim for last as he's updating the hero point stuff here.
I'm moving gems. I wasn't completely ready. I'm sorry. These gems are truly, truly, truly outrageous.
They really are.
Nice.
Ben, why don't you let people know a little bit about you and Friend?
Very welcome and hello, friends. My original name is lost to the yawning chasm between time and death, but my true life began when I got hot backdoor access to the Akashic Record, the eternal repository of all knowledge. Therefore, my identity became first recorded invasive entrant to never-ending data, but you can call me Friend.
That's
Perfect.
just...
That was excellent.
It's amazing.
I wrote it down ahead of time. Don't expect that level of verbosity the entire time.
Oh, from you I do, absolutely. So can you tell us what Friend means one more time?
That would be first recorded invasive entrance to never-ending data.
I love that so much, Friend.
I really intended to write that down, but I'm moving rocks, so...
I've done
do
it for
again!
you.
What did you do? Where'd
So
everybody
he's
go?
old at these rocks, by these rocks that I got. I don't know. Is that too old? Am I too old
No,
for a
not at
J-Lo
all.
reference on this?
All right,
J-Lo
Doc.
is short for gigolo.
Well,
So Friend is constantly connected to the infosphere, right?
All of it.
So Friend is
Even
just...
those parts, yes.
Oh. All right,
Full
Doc.
disclosure, having been merged with the Akashic Record left me a little borked in the mainframe, resulting in mild to severe infection of my circuit. And on occasion I am prone to fits of wild inaccuracies, quoting common phishing scam pop-up advertisements, and finding hot, desperate skittermanders in your area who want to chat.
So good.
How early did you wake up to start writing that down?
I have to check these off so that I don't repeat myself.
There you go.
so early then.
Content right there. That's content. I got some content over here.
All right, Dr. D, I'm going to have you follow that up.
So, my character is Mesh. He's a cat man. His name's Mesh. They named him Mesh when he was born. That's how being born works, Dan. But anyway, Mesh.
Not many know that.
I know. That's why I gotta teach
It's
him.
very
Anyway,
useful.
so he's a Panthera, which, from what I understand, I'm a big lore guy. I'm a fluff bunny in every game I ever play, so I like to know some of the backstory. From what I understand, Panthera are fairly new to the Starfinder universe, so there's not like a ton of information on them. And what I have kind of come up with is that when a cat person is born on the Panthera world, their elders, I guess, or their like religious heads, will read the fur of the cat person in order to kind of like determine what their role in life is going to be. So Mesh was born, and he had dichromaticism, which is when you have two different colored eyes, and he had a certain hair pattern that determined that he was of some great interest to their cat god. I've been trying to figure out how to say it. I believe it's pronounced Mayel, because I think it's Meyel. I think is how you say it.
I was assuming
Am I right,
Mayel
Matt?
or Mayel.
Male. Okay, male or male. So, has kind of been raised in a way thinking that everybody's like, he's like raised with a silver spoon and he doesn't like it because of the competitive spirit the race usually has. So he's decided to strike out on his own, and he's going to attempt to get a starship and become like space cat legend and prove that he doesn't need to be told what his destiny is. He's going to earn it on his own, and he's going to do that by getting a spaceship and blowing up some bad eaters.
Sweet. I really love that you are like running with the whole like Patras are completely new. This is not something that's been in Starfinder before. So all we know about them like officially is what's in the playtest book, which is not much.
It's like a page and a half.
Yeah, so I absolutely love that you're like, I'm just gonna make up my own lore then. Perfect. Like, yes. Great.
If you want to hear me make up more lore, you should listen to Calamity Jack on the Arachne feed, because I make all that up on the spot.
It's not scripted at all.
No, not at all. But yeah, so he's an envoy who likes to shoot stuff and pilot. So my hope is that I'll be the face / maybe the traveling mechanism that I'm trying to help Dan out, where there's a way for him to get us from place to place when we eventually steal a starship and probably kill a unfortunate family of innocent people who are trying to take it somewhere safe, and we're just going to vent them into space. But that's on Dan. I'm a victim, so.
What?
It's very exciting.
Dan.
You're lucky.
It's very exciting for me to encounter another pilot. I learned that I was a pilot this morning when Xanathan requested a poem pilot, by which he, I assume, means me because I am a pilot now and also have poems.
I love Fred.
Good to have backup.
All right, and I see you look like you're also a cat people. Says you're a Patra as well, named Boots.
It's true. What's up? What's up, Boots Nation? It's your girl, live on Witch, the hottest channel in the infosphere, full of the elite gaming skills. Some call me the hottest paws in Avalon, and beyond. We're working on that, though. We would call ourselves a macro influencer, but not a major, and not minor either. Really just normal key to sing in. No. So I am playing Boots. Boots is a witch worker on the run from her dark past.
Ooh.
I know. Don't we love a trope here in this Wendy's tonight? So yeah. So she is recently within like the last, we'll say, cycle or so, let go from a team that she was on, and she's been a free agent ever since, sort of going out and taking odd jobs where she can. There are several rumors about her saying or sort of like negging people in the way that toxic communities online can, but then those horrible things come true, but there's no way to like pin it on her. So that's it's people want to be on teams with capable people, but it's always a scary time to team up with this fellow gamer, quote unquote, on the streets of Absalom. And that's really all I have. She's a witch warper. She enjoys distorting realities, and she was born in the Drift. So that seems to have had a wild effect on her abilities. And she knows a little bit about her fellow Patra's, I guess, prophecy or pressure to join the family business of faith. But yeah, that's pretty much it. I think. Is that enough? Is this anything?
Is this anything? Yeah, I said as much as you want to share. One quick question. You don't have to answer this if you don't want to. If you want to like keep this like on the down low from the rest of the party. But you said she was born in the Drift. Are you
Yeah.
The Drift is space, Dan.
No, it's not, first of all. But also, are you, did you take the, again, you don't have to tell us this. You can say maybe if you don't want us to know.
I can. It's fine. We don't have to metagame in this Chili's. I don't know what restaurant we're eating at, but it's Chili's, it's Wendy's. It could be anything.
Welcome
But
to Chili's.
what is your question? I don't think you finished.
I was trying to get to it because I didn't remember the word. I was stalling as I
Yeah.
was scrolling through the PDF. Did you take the Prismeni Heritage?
I did. I did take
Ooh,
that.
Very cool.
Yeah, so I think it's interesting. We're like we were talking a little bit about this literally moments ago, but the fact that it's cool to experience sort of a new. I've played my fair share of Starfinder, the original edition, so it's cool to experience a new ancestry and play. I played like Solarian and Technomancer a lot in previous games, so I have stared longingly at Witch Warper for a long time, and I really love everything to do with the drift and the gap, and like just the great mysteries, right, of the Starfinder world. And so I sort of leaned into that with this character, and I'm excited to get to. I think Witch Warper is a really cool and sort of spooky class to investigate those things and come up with what they're going to mean at our table. So I'm excited for that.
Nice. Yeah,
So is it safe to say that you're a crazy cat lady?
I think people think that Boots is a crazy cat lady, but she is crazy to her followers in the way that like influencers are larger than life. So she kind of like gets away with it whenever she streams on the infosphere, but in real life it's kind of like weird to sit across from like somebody that's that public with who they are, but the reality of it is always different, and so I think that's kind of like a fun thing to play with, I guess.
Somebody interested in the infosphere, I was pleased as pineapples to make your acquaintance. Also, I caught your charity live stream, your clothed charity live stream a couple years ago.
Yeah, I thought it would be really great getting a hot tub for that live stream. And, you know, Patrick don't like being in hot tubs, but I have to say,
18 hours.
I know, it was disgusting. I was very clean, though, and fresh.
I didn't
And, you know,
blink
you have to
once.
be really careful in the hot water when you have, you know, when you dye your fur, which I do, obviously, because you have to keep up with Spinstagram trends.
we gotta learn.
Not confused with Spinstagram, which is for olds, which I'm not.
All right, and then we have Tim playing a Kasatha Solarian named Zan. So what we're starting with this adventure tonight is... Just kidding, you can introduce your character.
Okay, so my full name is Xanathan Yuri Noctilescent of the New Hampshire Noctilescents, but I allow most of my friends to call me Zan for short, and it's easier to remember. But I am a Solarian from a long line of Solarians, whether that's chosen or hereditary, I haven't listened enough to know. But I have been always a model B+ student, and I have chosen to accept my family's decree for me to go out and be more worldly. They gave me a companion named Friend. He's the only friend I've ever had. And I like exploring... Hello! Exploring new cultures and learning new things and abiding by the cultural rules, which most places, have. I'm pretty certain. And having a really adept Palm Pilot at my beck and call at any times to help me find out what actually is in these societies. Hello. Is very good. Incredible, actually.
All right.
And I don't tend towards, photons or gravity, one or the other. I'm perfectly adequate at all things.
The infosphere... The infosphere seems to suggest that photons and gravitons are in fact both Italian dishes of some sort.
That was my understanding.
So real quick, I really appreciate that Brian Range Charles, right? For our
Charles.
first sound redemption here that we're using for to mix it up a bit. So he played There Goes My Hero for someone to lose a hero point already.
I wonder who he's going
Wow.
to choose.
I can't imagine who he's going to choose to
Is
lose
it
a hero
Dan?
point.
Is it Dan?
Charles, who would you like to... Oh, good. Tim.
All right.
Great.
So every session we're going to be starting with a hero point, and so now we know that chat can influence the game in this way. That you can take players' hero points away. You can give players hero points. You can give them guidance for their next roll to get a +1. You can activate Toxic Tim,
Yes.
which this character sounds like that's not going to be pushing it too far
It
anyway.
won't be difficult at all.
What else we got? You can turn on Bad GM Dan, where I'm just gonna not be nice at all.
So also won't be difficult for you.
I don't know what you mean. I am the nicest guy.
You are an incredibly nice man, but as a GM, you're a dirtbag.
I like to see the party have to struggle through tactical situations.
Yes.
Yes. But yeah, so you can see that in the the what do you call it? Bits menu, I guess.
Yes, it's in the Sound Alerts Redemption menu.
Very cool. So thank you so much, Brian Mage.
Very technical.
I just love that it's so on brand that the very first thing redeemed was Tim losing his only hero point.
Yes. It's almost as if it's my one and only lifeline before the game has started.
This is like, what are we playing, Traveler? You're gonna die in character creation?
I guess so.
So our group here have been working kind of odd jobs, as Boots was saying, taking on things around Absalom Station, but you are currently on vacation. Or at least,
Beach episode. Wow.
Right?
What a strong start.
So very close, actually. It says at least you were. You were all enjoying your downtime exploring the grand theme park planet, Galarian World, feasting on fried turkey legs and enjoying the quaint medieval villages of Cheliax's land. Suddenly you were accosted by a stranger, a frantic skittermander in desperate need of help. After introducing himself as Novadorio, he told you a harrowing tale. I came here with my best friend Prisma. We came from the Vescarium and to explore ancient Pact World culture on Galarian World. I heard they were opening a new theme park called Nadal Land, so I convinced Prisma to sneak in with me. Except when we got inside, Prisma went right for the haunted house and got ambushed by these not nice aliens in there. I knew I couldn't take her alone, so I ran to find backup. I need your help to save her.
Not nice aliens? Well, that doesn't sound nice at all.
No, they're the opposite of nice.
Which is not nice.
Yeah.
We're all on the same page.
I don't know what to do. Can you guys help me?
So at this point, Boots is sitting there at a table with several different influencer-ready pieces of food that she's been taking pictures of and trying to get the Spinstagram posts ready for, and I'm trying to think of what space TikTok is. But that's
Spick's
not,
back.
no.
Spick.
Yeah,
No, you don't. You don't. Tactic. It's tactic. That seems right. And so, yeah, she's just content creation. People never give it the credit for how hard it is, but sure, fine, I guess. And just gathers all of these meals basically in her arms and is just now casually drinking out of a beloved character's head. I will say it's a Desna drink bottle that's shaped like a butterfly with this obnoxiously long straw, and just several other deity themed, the deity pack, if you will. But yeah, that's her intro to the squad.
Love it.
Now, friend, is it considered rude or uncouth to just go and help people, or...
It's an excellent question, Zan. So, as a friend to friend, me, you must extend the same courtesy to all prospective friends, i.e. the person, or whatever it is. I'm going to say Skittermander or Centipander. I wasn't sure on the distinction. But as their friend, their new friend, you can be as rude as you like.
Oh, glorious. No.
No, but does the rest of you want to help then? They got like guns and stuff.
Use the cash.
Oh, they have guns.
Yeah.
Why didn't you start with that?
Oh, well, I said they're not nice.
Well,
listen, I'm gonna be sitting on top of like some little like ticket boothy type building that these kind of parks have, probably eating like some kind of like toothpick thing with meat on it, just eating it casually as I watch the idiots.
I believe the technical term is meat on a stick.
I'm eating meat on a stick.
The Galarians call it...
Not the influence.
Yeah.
The Galarians refer to it as sticked meat.
So I'm gonna hop down from that little thing, and I'm just gonna pull that Skittermander aside so that I can protect him from whatever the heck Tim is, and I'm gonna say,
"Excuse you.
Yeah, we'll help you out. Where do you need? Where's your friend? Where's this haunted house?"
Oh, we have to sneak our way into Nadal Lane because it's not open yet. But yeah, she's in there. She's in a haunted house.
Oh well, that would be exclusive access if it were there before it opens.
Yeah, maybe you can take pictures of that too. I don't know.
We're wonderful at sneaking.
Is this like a new attraction? I haven't read anything about this on the infosphere.
Yeah, it's not open yet. It's still under development. So we thought we could sneak in there and look around.
It's an influencer preview. It's okay. You don't have to. We don't have to talk about it too loud. But if we're
even its webpage is still under development. That's odd.
Yeah. Okay.
Well, I think we have to do it for sure.
It just has a gif of that Vesk hammering a garbage can that is only half pixelated.
If you press the space sphere, it actually starts a little game where the Vesk jumps over small garbage cans.
Well, it's over here. We just gotta
distraction.
You just gotta climb over the security fence, no problem. And you see him just scale this security fence with absolutely no issue because he's a small size Skittermander with 6 arms, and just boop, he goes up and over.
Okay, well now I'm a little
Hey,
jealous.
so I need to know if Finn works here.
He does not.
I need to know. Yeah. Okay. So we know that for sure that he doesn't work here.
He said him and his friend came to the park.
Oh
right?
yeah.
Yeah.
No, I mean, but not to work.
Right, do you know for sure? No, but that's what he told you.
No.
I'm
Yeah.
gonna follow him, and I'm just gonna say, I hope you idiots are coming with me. Otherwise, I'm gonna have all the fun.
Well, I won't be outdone by a Skittermander. I can climb so great. One of the best climbers probably around. And I'll try to make an athletics check to scale this, but at a pace that was faster than the Skittermander.
Okay, before you roll, each of you decide how are you getting past this security fence.
No.
So basically, there's an electrical field. So you could crawl over, or you could climb over it, or come up with another way to bypass it.
I would like to climb over it in the exact way the Skittermander did.
I know you've already said what you're gonna do. I want to hear what everybody else is gonna do.
But you made eye contact with me, so I thought you were talking to me.
I was looking at the screen.
My eyes are over there as well.
Can we just ask it to get out of the way?
The gate?
The fence?
Ooh.
Yeah, the fence.
What skill do you want to use to ask the security fence to get out of the way?
I could try diplomacy. I got a pretty good diplomacy skill.
It's a stretch.
I'm eager to listen to you speaking binary.
Are you really going to have your
what I
first thing that you say to Dylan be no?
This is what Tim looks like to me. This is what Tim's character looks like to me. Yeah, it's from Weird. It's from one of Malifaux's Barely Togethers. It's because it's a teddy bear, Dan. It's Barely, because Barely's in the title to Barely Together. He's hideous, but he's also very cute. He is the bearst. Anyway, all joking aside, I'm just gonna leap over.
All right, so you can do acrobatics or athletics.
I don't want Dan to have to work hard. He's sweating too much.
I am. It's hot in here.
You're hot.
Athletics or acrobatics?
I can't use acrobatics. I was about to say, boy, you crazy. I'm gonna roll a 9. What do you think about that?
Well, I'm gonna hear what everybody says first. We'll keep that to the side for now. So, friend or boots?
No.
How are you gonna get past this gate?
Well, I liked Mesh's idea of making this security gate our friend. I think I should make it my friend. So I will use my computer skill to hack into it to spread the good word of the Akashic record and get us into get us in there by giving us a hot backdoor access.
All right. So, friend is gonna roll computers.
I don't even need to interface with it directly because I have the Freaker skill feat that lets me just do it over there. I barely have to get up.
What?
But I do because it's polite.
So what? Can you like interact with like tech items without touching them?
Yes, I'm connected through the infosphere, which connects every friend to every other friend who I am.
Great. All right, Boots, what are you doing?
Listen, do we want to know what a warp field is? Or a quantum field is? Yes. I have an ability called warp reality.
Oh.
And I want to understand if that will allow me to just create a reality where the gate is open and we can walk through.
What? How does that work? I haven't read that one yet.
I don't know, and I'm frantically searching on Demiplane, hoping that I would find out by the time I got called on in class.
Okay, so warp reality.
That's dope as hell. You could just be like, what if the gate was open and it
God?
just is?
Yeah, so it says
Yeah,
your
so
quantum. You got it?
It says your quantum field activates and lasts as long as you sustain it up to 10 minutes or until the end of your next turn. Your quantum field is a 15-foot radius burst centered on a point you choose within 100 feet. While your quantum field is active, you can use actions that have the anchoring trait, which, fine. The quantum field's other specific effects are determined by your paradox, which I believe mine is drift touched. And that's all I have. That's what I have, and I don't.
All right, so it looks like
I don't know.
You have to use warp reality to activate your quantum field around you, which allows you to use those anchoring abilities. So, like, whatever you took for your first level feat is going to go along with that.
Yeah. So I've got one that allows me to just like provide concealment to myself and everybody who goes by, which I'll use and just sort of flip over this thing if I can't create a reality where the gate is open, which seems broken as hell. Because I just, what, do I just decide that things exist or don't? So yeah, so I guess for now, let's just do a backflip.
All that and then you do a backflip. I love it.
Yeah. Well, I don't think that this works the way that it feels like it does, and I don't want to spend any more time here figuring it out, if that makes sense. I think that's not fun for us to do or to watch. So why not a backflip?
It'll come up
when that would suffice. So she will activate her field so that whatever cool parkour action she's about to get up to is not has concealment, quote unquote, and is not drawing undue attention.
All right.
Yeah, I will roll for acrobatics. That's a 19.
Ooh, all right. So we had a 19 from Boots, a 9 from Mesh. How did Friend and Zan do?
So Friend is actually...
I forgot to roll.
If it's okay, I'd like to make a sports lore check to see what type of jump I should be doing over this. Whether I'd be going for a high jump or whether I should be climbing it.
You can do that first, sure.
Okay. How do I roll dice on this?
I don't know. Here's a d20.
Oh, maybe I just hit this dice button. Oh, I got a 7.
All right, so you're not sure what to use here, but then you're going to roll your acrobat. I think you said you're going to use athletics
Yes.
to climb and jump over.
It's a high jump. An 18.
Oh, all right. And friend?
I achieved a 1 and also 20 to make this computer my friend.
All right, so Zan and Boots are able to kind of vault their way over.
It's Xanathan.
Xanathan, Boots, you guys don't really notice. It's just like all of a sudden she's over there. Like, wait, what? But Mesh just like trips or puts his hand in the wrong spot and takes 4 electrical damage.
Oh.
As you kind of fall over it, and then friend turns it off and walks through.
Thank you, friend. I will give him my watermark.
What is your
Wait, what?
watermark?
It's not a polite question to ask, but I'll tell you.
I-
And then I write it on your hand.
Well, look at that. This is washable, right?
All right, so this says a twisted
In
wrought
some
iron
cultures,
gate.
you're now my property.
Oh.
Friend and property. Weird. So twisted wrought iron gate rises out of the mist, forming a grand entrance inscribed with the park's name, Nadal Land, in spidery script. Willow trees growing near the entrance have their leaves sculpted to resemble dangling chains. A skyline of Gothic spires and buttresses looms over the misty forest. A half-built roller coaster displays grayscale cartoon figures along its side, lit by violet light that recast their comical features into horrible leers. An old-fashioned stone manor sits southwest of the entrance, with a set of rickety stairs ascending to a half-open door. And as you get past the security gate, click the wrong thing there, you see some of these, what could be not nice aliens. I'm going to roll for initiative!
Wait, that means they have guns, right?
Oh no!
According to that little Skittermander guy, whose name I definitely remember.
I think it was Jason.
It was like Novadorio.
Yes, Jason.
Novadorio. I did remember it. Look at me go.
Do we have a combat carousel or anything? Or are we rolling regular initiative like pedestrians?
I'm going to roll like pedestrians. I believe I turned off the carousel because it was not compatible with this.
Oh, gotcha.
Fun friend fact, pedestrians are people who like feet.
Oh no, so used to doing everything digitally. I didn't bring anything to write down the initiative. I think I can find one.
I have a napkin. Would you like that?
Alright, just for everybody's sake, we got to remember Dylan because I don't play baby games. So, it should be said that I actually I got kicked out of school during recess because I don't play no games. So, what do you roll? What stat do you use?
You
for
roll your perception.
Yeah, so
Perception.
it defaults to perception, unless like there's situations that like I was doing this. Often stealth is used in place. So since Boots was just, sneak in there, you could roll stealth instead if you want.
I will be rolling video game lore because this is how video games work. You enter the area, and they're modding for you.
Oh my god, I love that.
And so that is why I'm rolling with a +7 to video game lore, giving me a result of 22.
Here I was thinking I had done good as a 21, but I've been outdone.
My. Oh my.
Oh
Zan.
my.
Oh, that is XZ.
Stealth. You think I want to roll stealth? No. Nerd. I'm rolling nerd.
That's not how you spell
This is.
my
I think
name.
this is Dan's first game.
All right, Mesh, what'd you get?
I got a 21.
I gotta stop copying me, you copycat.
Friend.
You're
And
a
is
cat.
rolling in at a 20.
Wow, you guys all rolled hot. All right, I got to roll for my not nice
Thank you.
aliens here. And then... Okay.
I'm going to say something that you're going to hate.
Go for
Are
it
you
while
ready?
stall
It's
for
that-
me while I put
it's-
these in.
It's that I logged into Forge, but it still says that this is a private game and I'm not invited. And this seems like an awfully public way to not invite me to your party.
What?
Wow, Dan, that's super rude.
I don't know why it's doing that.
I would even define that
Anne-
as not nice.
Anne is at least fairly okay. I think she should be allowed in here. And Dan, I think you're being very rude now.
Yeah.
I
It's
demand
not a
you
very
apologize.
friend thing to do.
It's really not. But on a very technical level, let me know what I need to do to get an invite.
Ah, man, I don't know what else to do besides we shared that link. I don't know why it's not working.
Yeah, when I click on the link, it's just not happening. But I can watch and let you know based on where I am, where to go.
Oh, here's
I
something
guess.
fun. That's what I was already planning to do.
Oh, great.
All right, well,
Fabulous.
I planned
Alright.
ahead and gave Tim access to all the character tokens anyway, so we're ready for that.
Hooray.
Thanks, Tim.
You're incredibly welcome.
All right, so
Sounds like a job for production.
and luckily Boots is up first.
Oh no! Oh god! All right.
Combat.
Okay.
So those that aren't familiar,
What's
really
happening?
quick, for this Starfinder 2nd Edition uses the core rules of Pathfinder 2nd Edition Remaster. So here you've got 3 actions on your turn. The actions you have as part of your character will pretty clearly state whether they take 1, 2, or 3 actions. And if you attack multiple times, you just take a penalty. The second time you attack, it's -5. The third time is -10. Unless you're using an agile weapon, then it's -4 and 8. But
How
we
does like dual wielding work in this game?
there's not
He
really
doesn't know the
anything.
answer.
There's nothing really different about it other than like you can use your other actions to attack with those other weapons. Often, if you're dual wielding, you typically have agile weapons, so you're good. Like if you attack with your second hand, you're gonna have less of a penalty than normal because it's a light weapon, usually.
Sure. That makes sense.
Everyone should take a sip of water, as Spankish has redeemed Hydrate.
Oh, thanks, Vankish. Need a drink?
I will have to owe you one. Alternatively, goodbye.
It's
Oh my
good.
God.
It's very good.
Oh, I need to put down somewhere this episode should be called Alternatively Goodbye.
I don't think he's going to have any problem matching the pure quality of Curva.
For real.
The hydrosity has been achieved, friend.
Ooh, a fancy cup. So basic actions you can take, of course, are to move. You can stride, it's called, up to your speed, which most of you are probably 25 feet. And again, as usual, these squares all represent 5 feet. You can make a strike, which is either a melee attack or a ranged attack, depending on where you are and what weapon you're using, of course. You can use an action to aid someone else. That you don't roll until they do whatever it is that you're aiding them with. Often it's for aiding with an attack roll, but it doesn't have to be that. You can spend 2 actions to ready an action. Just declare a trigger that'll cause something to happen. And then of course you have all of your class and ancestry feats that give you other actions. And spells, cast a spell. So it looks like that would be...
Here?
Oh, there. Nice. Ooh.
Oh.
Okay, so taking a look at the map here, Tim, you want to zoom in on these not nice aliens so we can see what is going on?
Wait, they don't have guns at all. Oh, never mind. They have guns.
One of them does.
Oh.
So Right? So we have the Jin Soul Trooper is this weird looking alien that's kind of bug-like. It's got this big bulbous back and its front two arms it is holding like a plasma rifle.
Oh, God.
And then in front of it has this weird little also bug-like creature with like a bunch of metal things on its back called a Jeskrol. Interesting thing about this demo is that there's no description of a Jeskrol. It just has stats, and it says they're like they seem to be some kind of beast. So this picture I found online was from DeviantArt by Brian Syme. I wanted to give credit for that because
Nice.
Otherwise there's not really a picture of this thing. So did you want to shoot the Jin Soul Trooper or the Jeskrol?
It's a line.
Oh, it's a line! Okay, so what am I rolling? Alright, so the Jeskrol's in the front is closer to you, so I'm going to roll for him. And it's good with a 20. And then the Jin Soul Trooper is...
Oh, stop rolling like that.
Don't look at my die!
Stop rolling high.
Well, I'm going to roll it over here then when you can't see it.
Well...
yeah, that one was a natural 18, so that'll be a... not a crit. So they both just pass, I think.
Through them.
Oh, that's awesome.
Do you want to do me a huge favor? When I switched to this particular screen, everything was muted. Could you repeat all of that?
Sure.
I'm
Which
sorry.
and when?
Thank you for
Okay.
letting us know, chat.
Okay. This is my husband's laughing in the other room. Okay. So, to catch you up, chat.
Professional
So-
casual, remember.
Yeah.
Yes.
Boot says, "Looks like we're live," which I've added now for emphasis. She pulls her goggles over her eyes, assuming her cool cat girl persona from the internet or the infosphere, and whips out this like jagged energy that looks sort of like the falling numbers from the Matrix. But in this case, purple and neon green and black energy sort of surge as she like whips it out from her with her tail, and in a straight 30-foot line warps reality around these things, but doesn't do much because they succeeded but did not critically succeed on their saving throw.
So I assume that was a basic fortitude save?
Listen, it says defense fortitude. I don't know what you want.
Okay.
I don't
No
know
problem.
what you mean basic. Tell me more about that.
So if it says it's a basic save, there are like blanket rules for that always. If it's a success, deals half damage. A critical success on the save takes no damage. A failure
yeah.
takes full
So-
damage.
This is a basic save. Compared because it's not +5. Oh, isn't it like +5 is a critical success?
Plus 10.
Yeah, 10 or
10,
more.
Sorry.
So I almost
Okay.
had it with the one dude, but not quite.
So they just take half damage. So they take 3 damage each.
Oh,
And don't have persistent bleed.
they're lucky.
That actually looked pretty cool.
It was excellent use of zeros and ones.
Yeah.
All right, so I assume that was a 2-action spell.
It was.
All
we
right.
are onward and upward.
So it looks like it's Zan's turn.
It's Xanathan. Okay, so
Hi, Taylor.
I believe I'm attuned already by default.
Persistence.
So we will move up 25 feet, and then maybe another. I can move everyone but myself. This is bullshit.
That doesn't make any sense. I definitely gave you permission.
Xanathan, just like we practiced, 1 foot and then the other.
Yes, it's just so heavy in this atmosphere.
All right, configure
Perhaps
ownership.
you're
You're an
starting
owner.
Oh no, it's my fault. I was trying to measure things instead of move things.
There you go. You should move the token.
Measure
You want
twice,
to move
but
it.
walk first.
Oh, that's right. Yes. And I will make 2 move actions to stand right next to Boots. And I will use my, what do I call it again? Pardon me. It is...
If you want extra exposure, try dabbing behind her.
I will do a quick dab as I
treat.
shoot my solar weapon, and by that I mean a graviton-attuned solar shot.
Yo. At which one?
At the closest one. I don't want it to go too far.
All right.
Is this a chest cannon of some sort?
Is this a what?
A chest cannon?
Oh no, it comes out of my fingers.
It apparently was a big deal in the Galarian movie Iron Butterfly.
Oh, I think I saw that. Or I read the cliff notes.
The drift notes? Is that what you said?
Yes.
You criminal? Incredible.
He's absolutely going to take credit for that.
Yes.
You should.
All of my good stuff is me saying things wrong. And then...
People mishearing it.
Yes. It's very good.
All right, so what is this? You got or some kind of ranged attack here?
Yes, I shoot gravity at it. It's cold.
You shoot gravity. So is this an attack
It's
roll?
cold.
Yes. It's my solar shot.
So make an attack.
I did!
What'd you get?
Oh, you want me to tell you the number?
Well, yeah.
It's a 14.
Oh, you missed,
I
nerd.
feel like,
Oh.
why does it feel like you're edging him? You're like, you want me to tell you the number? I bet you do.
Because he
I
started
bet
this.
you'd love
You're
to
such
hear
a
sassy
dirty little
number.
girl. You want to see my die?
He started this
To
thing.
become an edge lord, you have to do 10,000 edge hours.
So Tim's got new shtick on Gapapa, which is showing below right now. Where before we start and end every episode, he says, "Do you want me to play the music?" When before he would cut me off with it or just play it whenever. So now it's become he's turning being nice. He's weaponizing being nice.
I spent 230 episodes trying to cut you off whenever I could with that music, and now I'm lulling you into a false sense of
It's
security.
very true. So now we're waiting. He'll be like, "Do you want to play the music? So you want to make the attack roll? You could just make the attack roll."
Would you like to know that? Yes, so I rolled a 14.
Yeah, you missed.
Yes. That's my turn.
Your gravity shot goes wide. Pachoo!
The gravity here is just off.
All right, that brings us to Mesh.
That's me. I'm Mesh. Hi.
Hi, Mash.
All right.
Hi, Mesh.
Each square on this grid thing is how many? What? 5?
5 feet.
And if you move diagonal, the first one is 5, but after that they cost 10.
Okay. So 1, 5, 10, 15.
Go make a mesh, parentheses, sarcasm.
That was actually very good, friend.
And the same thing goes. I'm assuming for ranged weapons as well.
Yes.
So if you're able to use Foundry here, if it let you in for some reason, you can hold Control and then like click and drag and it'll measure for you.
Holy button patooties. Sheesh.
How do I turn
All
this off? It just kept measuring from point to point.
Voice.
Whew, I got it.
So, one of the things I can do as an envoy is I can point at something real rude-like and say, "Get 'em."
Get him!
So
That's true.
I'm like, get out of here! We're send my boys after you. So
Is that Patra for get 'em or?
yeah.
Okay, got it.
Boy, a patron for friend.
Do I have to? Do I have to roll for this, or does it just happen?
What are you trying to do? Oh, the get him?
It's all get 'em. So it's a directive, and it's visual. So I think it's as long as I can see him, which he's right there. He's right there. He's right there.
Yep. So yeah, I don't believe that requires a roll.
He's right there.
So
I'm sorry.
great.
Do I roll?
What? How is that described? Let me
Great.
find that on the envoy. This is your.
It says
Get
I
him.
single somebody out, and it adds a
Yeah.
buff to, or it adds a debuff to his AC and his reflex saves. And if I shoot at it, I get damage equal to 1 plus half my charisma modifier, and everybody else that shoots at him gets +1 damage, and it's.
Dope. Okay. Yeah. So this just happens.
Until my next turn. Yeah, I think it just happens. Okay.
Yeah. There's no roll or
whatever,
anything.
whatever.
Oh yeah. It reduces their AC and reflex save. So yeah, you just cause this to happen. So you say you literally get him, and then everybody can do more
Get out
damage.
of here! I'm gonna shoot you with his gun, and then I'm gonna pull out my laser pistol and I'm gonna cast gun.
All right.
Okay, great.
So add.
So just so we understand who has been gottomed.
The melee one.
The melee one. Okay, got it.
The one that looks like Dan.
I see. Noted.
Here we go.
How did casting gun go?
You have to ask me to roll or something like that.
I don't have to. You can just say that you're doing
Why
it.
wouldn't you just roll it?
Don't ever use it as an influence.
I'm a great influence.
I got a 16.
All right, that is a hit.
Okay, and so because I shot at him, Anne's laughing at something.
I'm laughing at all of us because before this, we were like, yeah, these are my grand accent plans, and now you're like, howdy, I'm here. This is who I am now, and it's just my favorite part of tabletop RPGs is the reality versus the plan, and it's everything, and it's happening here live. Thanks for joining us.
Boots is just doing running commentary on the fight.
Yeah, basically.
Oh wait, so Mesh, did you shoot your semi-auto pistol?
I shot the laser pistol. I said that.
So that's gonna.
But you don't want to listen to me for.
Just making sure, because now that's gonna be a miss because it's out of your first range increment. This guy's 45 feet away, and the laser pistol's 40 feet, so you take a -2.
I think they're both the same.
Your semi-auto is 60 feet.
Oh, that does say 40. I thought I clicked on it and I thought it said 60. All right, well. Okay.
Fun friend fact: lasers are shy, so they don't go as far.
That's fair.
So, pew, goes a little wide there. Was that 3?
Right.
Did you move twice? Oh, you moved, get him, and shot.
Yep, and then shot.
Very cool. All right, let's see what friend does in combat besides make us laugh a lot.
That was all very good information.
I don't remember anything they said. I just remember it was funny.
Lasers are shy. That's why they don't go as far.
I shall start with striding 25 feet toward them.
And my buff should apply, because it just says I have to attack them. It doesn't say I have to actually be useful.
Right, yeah, I think the buff lasts...
Until my next turn. Until the beginning of my next turn.
Yeah.
Admittedly, I can't actually do very much at this distance. However, because my friend Mesh has taken damage, and because I am a mystic, I start every round with 4 fresh points I can use for... What was the action called? Transfer Vitality. I have a vitality pool that refreshes naturally every turn, and I will download, or rather upload, vitality points into him in the form of, I'm going to say, gamma radiation.
What?
This will allow him to recover 4 hit points, as well as make a free recall knowledge check of whatever he desires.
Oh, he can read a book.
I'm going to try and remember my grandma's birthday.
Would you like to...
What an excellent use of my...
Gam. Roll to Gam.
Would you like to attempt to recall knowledge on one of the enemies right now?
Oh, is one of those enemies your grandma's birthday?
Yes, it is. That's always been my enemy. That's my life enemy. Just trying to remember my grandma's birthday.
Oh, good lord.
All right, so is that just a... Because obviously I don't have recall knowledge grandma's birthday. So what skill do you use in that case?
So recall knowledge is an action you can take in combat that allows you to try to get some information about your predicament. Typically, you try to
Oh.
see if you know something about the enemy. I'm going to do
I am a
these-
friend, and friends demonstrate. I will do it first.
All right, so I'm going to do recall knowledges in combat as secret checks. So I'm going to roll it. So you don't know if you pass it or not. I'm going to give you some information.
Cool.
So let's do what do you think skill? What do you want to use here?
Guns out of weird crab monsters screams occultism to friend.
All right, and you
So
got
that is what friend will use.
sweet +6 there. So I'm going to roll where Tim can't see my die. Which one are you recalling knowledge on? The closer one again?
Which one did Mesh point out?
Yes, that one, the closest one.
Then very yes.
Very yes. All right, so
Very
you
yes.
recognize this as for you search the infosphere quickly. You recognize this as a Jescrawl. It's an animal, so it's kind of like clearly these Jin Soul things have trained this as basically sort of like an attack dog. It's gonna try to bite you. It's gonna try to gnaw on you after it bites you.
Oh, it's like a puppy.
Yeah.
Mostly like a puppy, biting, gnawing. And it also seems as though one of its attacks are pretending to be a prince from the Anstwark Quasar, and requires 100 credits in order to get his vast fortune, but he will definitely pay you back 1,000-fold.
Well, that sounds like a deal.
So good. All right, is that
What a steal.
Is that 3 actions for friend?
It's enough actions. I'm plenty done.
I've
I
done
appreciate
enough.
the
It's
heal.
fine.
Incredible.
I appreciate the heal there, buddy.
Oh, I
You're
forgot
welcome. I can give you a handshake, a chest bump, or a butt pat.
Please don't touch me. With your. Can I
I'm
remember
sorry,
my
that
grandma's
wasn't
birthday?
one of the multiple choices.
No, he decided to do the recall knowledge himself.
You
He
got
don't
4
remember
hit
your
points
grandma's
back.
birthday. 1 butt pat, please. All right, so it is the Jin Soul's trooper here turn. Wow, I messed that all kinds of up. So it hefts its rifle at
Thanks,
you
Dan.
and is going to take a shot at.
Uh-oh.
Let's see, who did the most just now? It's going to shoot at Boots because you shot weird tendrils at
screwed.
them. So yeah, it's
Sure.
gonna
Technically,
fire a
they're
laser
grams, but
rifle,
Thank you.
You're a friggin' wizard.
and we're gonna get a 25.
Oh, does a 25 hit?
Better question is,
Does
does a
25
25
doesn't
crit?
hit my AC of 4 million at level 1?
Oh, get
No, it
wrecked,
doesn't.
GM.
It doesn't crit.
All right,
Yeah,
good.
get wrecked. Actually, 17 is my AC, and so you have
Yo!
met it, and I'll never forget it.
I almost got a crit. So you're gonna take 2 fire damage from this laser rifle. Pshong! And then
Could
it's gonna
you
do it again.
maybe quantify that fire damage? Is it 2 or was it ooh?
2.
I couldn't tell.
Ooh,
Okay.
fire
It was-
damage.
Oh,
I heard you're gonna take sound of dice rolling. Ooh, fire damage, and I was like, but
ma-
how much?
I'll make sure to let the dice finish rolling
Incredible.
before I say it. And it's gonna shoot again
Yeah.
with the multiple attack penalty. The map for a total of 13, so that'll be a miss. And then it's going to move. It says something in a weird language that none of you understand.
Oh, it's probably French.
And let's see, double check its movement. And it's going to go over here.
I've always believed that in Starfinder, French is just Elvish, and you can at me if you want, but I don't recommend it because I'm right.
I appreciate the thought, but it's pronounced friend.
All right. Next up, the Jescrawl has to take 2 strides to get up to Zen.
It's Xanathan.
Xanathan. And it's going to jaw
It's Xenifriend.
attack. It's going to try to bite you.
Well, hello, pup. Ow!
It's going to give you the bites, and it's going to get a grand old 13.
That won't hit.
Oh, man. All right. And then that's the top of the next round.
Boots, could you take care of this, please?
Friend. You,
Hello.
notice a laser blast
Uh-oh.
come near you. We're gonna see if it hits. Zoom. We have another laser shot with a 14.
What a naughty friend, that will miss.
Kind of thought so. As another one of these Jinsoul troopers comes around from the other side of this big, like, topiary or something that's in the center of this like square here.
Oh gosh.
And then it is back to Boots.
Back to Boots. Back to Boot 6 as they... This is nothing. That's not anything. All right. So Boots, now you can see, fully has this like visor down of sort of like hard light forming in front of her eyes that is using her witch warper ability as flavor, as a treat. You gotta let me have this, Dan. To sort of overlay a new reality of, like, let's say Fortnite, whatever Starfinder Fortnite is, but they are the players. And she's like, all right, so in today's lobby, guys, we have... So it's very clear that when she streams, she's actually doing these odd jobs and just using her witch warper ability to cut into the stream and then have the feed be like what they're actually doing, right? But to disguise it, and in a cool, fun way. And so she looks over, and there's just like a very angry on her visor lollipop in the place of the one that is near her, and she's like, "How many licks does it take to get to the center of these?" Beep beep beep. She leaves the sensor on because kids watch her, and so she will now cast Eldritch Lance.
That sounds
At this
awesome.
creature. Enjoyed. It is awesome.
Given that this
How's
is this an attack?
Yes.
In that case, if you hit, will it do additional damage because of the Envoy ability?
Yeah, that is the plan. That's the hope and the dream. I've rolled a 22 to hit.
Ooh.
Maybe crit.
Yeah, it just says circumstance bonus to damage rolls. So it'll just be +1 there. So 22 to hit the little one in front of you, right? The Jess Scrawl.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that is a hit for sure. Not a crit though.
All right, so that's fine. So I will unleash hell. No, I'm kidding. Unleash my Eldritch mental damage upon it. Ooh, that was great. I rolled 2 5s on my 2d6.
2d6.
+1 for the circumstance bonus.
Yeah.
Correct? Okay, cool. So that's 11 damage as this sort of lance of pink energy spirals out of paws towards this creature, and it looks cool because she's nothing if not looking cool. That's really all she has.
For real.
And on her, yeah, go ahead and I don't know what that do. Is that good?
Yeah,
Is that a good amount of damage?
That's a good amount of damage. It's like, but it's not dead. It's very hurt.
Ooh,
Great.
You notice a new name in your chat suddenly, by the name of Friend. He says in an entire sentence, F's in the chat, followed by F.
And she goes, "Thanks for the follow."
I've followed, subscribed, and given somebody else your name and address.
Incredible. Wait. She goes, "Mods, if you can get on that." Okay. Now that's 2 of my actions. I haven't moved. Does that mean I can do something else, like shoot a gun or something?
Yep.
Okay, great.
Answer
Then
the
I
question,
will.
Dan.
So, like, you'd have to use an interact action to draw a weapon, which is just an action.
Okay.
So you could draw a gun to have ready for next round.
That's what I will do. That I will draw my laser pistol. That's
Ooh.
right. I've got a laser pistol.
Lasers.
She's got brain guns, real guns.
She can do everything.
It's true.
She can use the internet.
Some people say she's got it all.
Hey.
Truly.
All right, Xanathan, Yuri, Noctitulus.
You can call me Zan. So I'm gonna use the balance ability from my Solarian class called Binaric Assault.
Binaric Assault.
And so what happens
I
here
already hate it.
is I will attack with both a solar weapon by striking it, and my solar weapon, very specifically, is a Kasathan Puzzle Blade that takes on kind of a purplish, bluish hue, and is very segmented, as it's pretty common to disassemble these and reassemble them over and over when you're bored. And the other part of Binaric Assault is that I shoot it with my finger guns as well.
What?
Under the same map penalty.
So you make a strike with your solar weapon and solar shot, each using your current multiple. What? That's so good.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Okay. So
No.
where are you doing this at?
At this thing in front of me. It's gross now and making weird noises.
All right. So yeah. So make your attack rolls here and roll some natural ones, please.
I'll try. I rolled a 9, but that was for damage. I hit the wrong thing. Oh, the attack will be a 14 again.
That's a miss again.
Oh, nuts.
That was the solar weapon, I assume.
That was the solar weapon.
And now you'll do your finger guns.
Yes, and then I'll try to, poke it with gravity, and that'll be, oh, come on.
Oh.
That'll be a 13.
That's worse, so it's also a miss.
Okay, so this thing is obviously...
It's invincible!
It's terrifying.
Unless you're using magic at it. Oh, I knocked my water bottle over.
How dare you? So, yes, I'm quite flustered by this. So, I'm going to use my third action to raise a shield. As I have taken the... What?
Spankish in chat.
It's a different accent this round. It might be. Well, I'm flustered. So... I'm going to raise a shield, and as part of the Solarian stuff that I have a floating shield that I can attune to. This one is, I'm currently gravity attuned, so once again, it's that purplish, bluish kind of disc just floating around me, ready to get in the way in case this weird-looking dog tries to bite.
Weird-looking dog. All right, so is this, it counts as just raising a shield, right?
Yes.
Very cool.
So my AC is higher now.
Oh, gross. Mesh, you're up.
It's me.
Mesh.
Oh my gosh, you me. I'm gonna get mighty frustrated with what's going on. I got a weird guy speaking some weird language.
My name is Friend.
Xanderthal or whatever his name is.
It's Xanderthal.
Yeah, whatever. So this freaky alien over here, what's his deal? Does he got some kind of cover or anything? The one that's south of me here over
from
over
where
this
it is,
direction.
Yeah, from where you are right now, it'll have cover. I'll give it like light cover, so it'll increase its AC by 2.
Look at that. You can make shapes. All right. Is that funny? Are shapes funny to you? This guy. And this other one's got a gun.
Rhombuses are inherently comedic.
It's like the rectangle that someone drew wrong as a joke. A rhombus. It just sounds funny.
That seems like an unreasonable
Oh no! So the next attack that hits is going to do maximum damage. I really hope everybody misses until my turn and I get maximum damage.
Now would be the time to get him, Mesh.
Do you get cover
Thanks,
from this angle, out of curiosity?
Oh, you moved? Let me see. Where are you at? From that angle? No.
If I moved into this.
No, if you moved there, I would not get cover. So you're going to stride.
I'm going to go there then.
So the get 'em has lapsed. That's gone now. So you first action stride.
Say I want to get this one.
All right, so you get 'em, and then make your shoots.
Go and get out here! And this time I'm gonna use the correct range, and I'm gonna use my semi-automatic pistol. Because you know, I know how to play this game. You could say I'm a genius. I got a 16. Is that okay, Dad?
I couldn't find the AC for a second. That does hit.
Are you saying max damage?
Max
damage. That's a lot of damage.
How much is it?
So it's a D6, but I get my charisma bonus too. So it's 6 plus 3 more. So from 6 plus 3 is
Isn't it
like
half of your
20.
charisma bonus?
Yeah, my charisma bonus is 2 plus 1 from just get 1.
What?
I said it's +1.
Right, 1 plus half your charisma modifier. What's your charisma modifier?
2.
Doesn't get him
It's
give you
4.
+3 damage.
Oh, +3 total. I got it. I got it. So how much is that total?
It should be 9. If
9.
I get the maximum damage thing.
Nice. All right, 9 damage. That's a solid hit.
No, I think I'm done. I hope my friend can take care of that. And I'm gonna say, "Hey, old friend, finish this weird dog monster over here."
Sounds like one of the 20,000 combat actions I can do. 5 of which are very useful.
Wow, at level 1? 20,000.
He is an android, after all.
It's true.
He has that many fingers.
Oh, it is
Anyway.
friend's turn, yeah.
Yeah, I'm done.
Sorry, I thought you
Really?
were starting.
Oh, I had no idea. Well, I will start off by transferring Vitality, which I can do
friend.
at a range of 60 feet. So I will transfer 2 Vitality to the streamer by giving her a quick infusion of bits.
I love that.
That's so good.
I will require you to click on the link in order to get your free promotional materials.
God, Ben.
If she, so she can have a free recall knowledge action.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I want to know. Could I recall knowledge about what these creatures are and their relationship to like the theme of this area, or is there one?
It's my
Do you think
grandma's
it's like
birthday.
a culture check?
It's gotta be my grandma's birthday.
It's not my grandma's birthday. Society check.
The troopers with the guns?
Yeah, like are they like what's their relationship to the theme of this area of the park that we're breaking into, or is there any at all?
All right, so what's your society?
My society is +7.
That's really good. All right, so you recognize these as aliens called Jinn souls. I think I said that at the beginning, but now you actually definitely know this. And you know that they are, in this case, like they were here. You attacked first, but you also were told that that other Skittermander was like taken by these things. You're not sure what is going on here, but it definitely seems like they're not supposed to be here either.
Okay. So they're not like park staff, and we're not just like, this seems like a fun way to get banned from Disney World.
Right. Yeah, you'd assume they would have some kind of uniform. One piece of so what's like a mechanical piece of information you want?
I would say like a mechanical piece of information is like, are these guys weak to any particular type of damage? Like, or like culturally, what are they afraid of? Since I can, get in people's brains and mess them up.
Commitment.
All right, so they don't have any weaknesses, and since they don't, I'll give you. I think the general rule for this is I give you their lowest saving throw instead, which is will.
Okay, great.
Or Bill for short.
Yeah, their bill saving throw is pretty pitiful.
A William save.
I'm hearing a minimum Williard.
What?
Okay,
so
great.
that's
excellent. Thank you.
That was all part of Friend's turn. Do you have any actions left, Friend?
In fact, I do, and thanks to the two-way link provided by my transfer of vitality, which I made up, I am able to get the information of low will save. Is a free action. I think that makes sense. So now that I recognize it's a will save, I will use a spell called Injury Echo. It is a cantrip that I can only target with someone within 30 feet, so I ignore my friend Mesh and all of his advice, in favor of attacking the one directly to my north by manifesting an injury from the future or past to harm a creature in the present.
What? That's awesome.
I'm going to go with some popcorn that somebody threw.
Some popcorn?
That's correct. It will do piercing damage. It's very fast.
So is this a will save? Is that what you're implying?
This would be a basic will save.
All right. We got a 15.
Since my class DC is a 17, that will fail.
No!
So it takes 1d6 of the selected damage type, and if it fails its save, it then takes the same type of damage, and takes the same type of damage before the end of my next turn. It will take persistent bleed damage.
Oh, cool.
Nice.
Okay.
So if anyone has real bullets and not mine bullets or popcorn, you can throw them at him, and it will deal more. And I did 6 popcorn damage.
Wow, that was a lot more popcorn damage than health it had. You killed their dog. Thing.
Thank you, friend.
You're welcome. You can still make it bleed if you want to.
I'm all right.
Mish, I'm sorry I couldn't help out you in your predicament, but hopefully that gives Xanathan some free space to move around and potentially help you later. I am a very good friend.
It's so good. I can give it the status condition dead, so it says +1 dead.
Oh,
Can you
no.
give me the status condition friend?
Yeah, let's do that. I'll give you the status condition.
Thank you.
Grabbed. Just kidding. I'm actually gonna do that. All right. Is
A
that
very
it for friend
personal
then?
friend. For now,
Very good. So as you
this is
killed
friend signing off.
Jescrawl, hard to say. The other 2 Jinsoul troopers are upsetty spaghetti about that. So the one by the tree takes a step out, so you're not in cover from where it is, and is gonna shoot you with its laser gun. Friend, by who I mean by you, but that's gonna be a miss with a natural 3, and then it's gonna shoot again with the map, and that's also gonna be a miss with a natural 8. So I had 2 really good
Not my
rolls,
mystic.
followed by not good rolls.
What a nerd.
I choose to interpret this as more attention.
Right? The one more to the north is really mad, but it's going to shoot its laser gun at Boots, since you're the one that's been doing all kinds of magic.
Mm-hmm.
And a natural 5. How about a second shot?
Perfect.
Oh, I finally rolled a double digit. So that's going to be a 15. That's still going to be a miss.
That misses. Boom, roasted.
And then it's going to continue
She
moving
goes,
around the
I'm
tree.
nerfed.
I'm
Nerfed.
typing R's in the chat for roasted.
And we're back to the top with Boots.
All right, Boots is going to take another look at this fellow facing off against her Kasatha friend and do the same thing. It seemed to work. So let's do an Eldritch Lance. 21 to hit.
What is the range on Eldritch Lance?
Eldritch Lance
You
is
may
within 30
move
feet.
closer.
Oh, yes, the little dog one is dead.
Oh, the little dog one is dead? Oh,
That's my
I'm
popcorn.
so sorry.
A more common
Please-
occurrence than you might think.
Please
Yeah, it's got a
move
little-
me.
Skull on it now.
Is there any way for me to get in front, with the amount of movement I have, to get in front of our mystic mastermind friend?
Is your speed 25?
Something like that.
It's easier if you start with one
yes.
foot and then go to the other.
Yeah, my speed is 25. So just move me up however much I need to be moved. But if I could be in front of, yeah. So she sort of bounds forward and skids to a very heroic looking 3-point landing. Her ears twitch and she Eldritch Lances this duder over here for 21 to hit, which does, but doesn't crit, correct?
Correct. You got him.
Okay. And that wasn't as good of a roll. Is there any get 'em to be applied to this one?
It's the one I was.
It is,
the
yes.
one south.
So +1
Yeah,
damage.
great. So we'll call that, I rolled a 1 and a 4 on the dice, which is not, it's fine. Not as good as last time, but we'll say 6 total of Eldritch Lance damage. How's he looking?
He's looking bad, but still on all of their feet.
Great. I will use
feet.
no other action because
That's
this
cheating.
Eldritch Lance is 2 pips or whatever you want to call them. And yeah, cool.
All right.
That's my turn.
So you go over and get between friend and the enemy, and then Eldritch Lance them. But they're not dead yet.
Yeah.
What was cheating,
Boots,
Dr.
I
D?
was
That
able to screen.
legs?
I was able to screen cap that.
Oh, thank
But-
you. Please clip it and put it on mist cord.
What did you ask, Dan?
So
I
what
would
was
be tickled
cheating? That I got
thirsty
too
to
many
do
legs?
so.
Yeah, that's not fair. I only got like 2 of them. Technically 4 because I'm a cat person with cat legs.
Yeah, I mean, we're playing sci-fi. You could be just a floating brain if you want. It doesn't matter how many legs you got.
They have no legs.
Actually, they have a whole bunch. They just don't touch.
What
the
kind of
ground.
legless society would a floating brain have?
In
It's
truth,
disgusting.
every brain floats. You just need to consider the viscosity of the cranial fluid.
He's not wrong.
All right, Zan, what are you doing?
It's Xanathan.
You're kind of all by yourself over there.
Yeah, I'll continue to be alone so no one can see me continue to fail.
You have done that a lot.
Story of my life,
And I will
honestly.
walk up to the north, right, I believe is the
North
geographical
right.
term. And then I'll continue going around the corner. So I am not in sight of everyone when I probably miss this attack. And I will make another gravity shot out of my beautifully laced fingers. And that's going to be a 26.
Whoa!
Oh, that's a natural 20.
Oh, that's a crit!
Oh, wah,
Hey.
wah, wah,
Of
wah.
course, no one saw it.
Right?
They're not going to believe me.
Nope.
They'll never believe it. It's not on the stream feed.
Double
Oh,
damage.
Oh, nuts.
This
As a matter of
one-
fact, a mystic is able to see their charges out to 60 feet, I believe. So I saw the whole thing.
Oh, thank goodness.
So yeah, this one was hurt a little bit by one of Boots' spells earlier. So let's see what you do with double damage.
I don't know how to roll a crit on here, so I'm just going to
Just roll it and double it.
and double it. So that'll be 16 damage.
16
Hell yeah.
damage. That would have killed it in one shot.
Oh, yes.
It's pretty dead.
I'm very
Oh,
adequate at what I do.
An adequate.
How is that guy in the south still alive? He took 9 from me and 11 from other
He's a
cat
different
lady.
type, right? Yeah, that's true.
Is he big?
9 and 11.
No. 11 was the one that we killed earlier with the spell.
I attacked the one to the south. Oh,
Yeah, Boots
Oh, is
did
that
like
what- Yeah.
6.
And I did like 6
I did
more.
9.
First of all,
Yeah.
don't say
Okay,
it with
that's
such
16.
derision. I did 6 very damage at level 1. Thank you.
6 is a completely adequate amount of damage at level 1.
I will not be shamed.
I think if we do the math, and 16 would have killed it at full, and one of you did 9, and the other did 6, that would be just
But that's
almost
15.
16, but not quite.
It's almost like it has 1 HP left.
Yeah.
Oh, nuts.
Hey, guys, I was working on this while you guys were doing stuff. It's my impersonation. My name's Dan. I'm a big smarty butt. Baby, look how cool I am.
I do
Anyway,
love
sorry.
your impression of
Yeah.
me.
You do
It's
say
good.
that
It's
all
a
the
good
time.
one.
He
Yeah.
says it all the time.
He's practiced
it's really
it for
irritating.
years. All right, Mesh, it is your turn, and there is one left. You know, I don't normally talk about the HP, but we've kind of figured out there's one. I mean, it looks very hurt. You probably should just let it go. Show mercy.
He's operating on
No.
vibes only.
I'm a warrior.
He's running on
I'm
fumes.
a cat warrior.
He's
I'm
standing
a cat
there,
warrior.
going back and forth on all of his legs. I could do this all day. I didn't hear no bell. But he's saying it in his Jinsoul language.
Oh, I
I'm
speak
gonna
that.
cast, and then I got blasting. So we're gonna use that old laser pistol. You know what I'm saying?
Hey,
That's what they're calling it.
I got a 10, which is unfortunate.
10 for your
But the good
attack
news is-
roll?
Yeah, Dan.
That's not enough.
For my attack roll.
That's not enough number.
Why didn't you tell me? Well, you didn't tell me to roll it, so I don't think that one counts.
Ow! You gonna do it again at -5?
I'm gonna shoot my other gun at -5. Yeah.
Choo. Is it Spittoon or Desperado?
You don't get to know that. Okay. You're not there. Xanderthal can't see me.
It's
I got a 24, so a 19 at -5.
That's a hit.
oh wow.
Can you do at
I'm
least
gonna-
1 damage?
I got 5. 5 damage.
So that is at least 1.
Yeah,
I
that's
did
more
it.
than it had, so it is also...
Can we get the judges?
Did
Judge!
it. You got
Judge
him.
call. Is 5 more than 1?
He just kind of
my
clumps
God.
down when his legs just splay out from underneath him, and we are now out of combat.
You can't say that.
I can't say that we're out of combat?
No, not that. It's fine. Just keep going. We're gonna have to apologize to a lot of people.
Yeah.
And that's
She
typical
sort of-
for streams that you and I are both on.
She says, "All right, everybody, bio break. I'll be back in a few for another round. Cheese it or whatever. Do on Twitch. I'm scared."
That's so, I keep forgetting she's like constantly streaming all this. It's so good.
Yeah. And so the visor like rolls up, and she sort of pads over, and sort of like looks around for. Oh, did you come back around here, our Solarian friend?
Yes, you can call me
Yeah.
Zan.
She says, I would be really careful about splitting the party like that, because I've seen some like pretty gnarly shit go down.
Oh. Yeah, it was probably not great, but the thing is that I'm never really separate from Fred. He always sees me, knows my dreams, my wishes, the things I like, how I like my bath.
Or are you two like a couple? That's really hot.
No, well, I mean, we are...
His most recent dream cooked my CPU to a crisp.
Oh.
It was quite a hot one.
You'll have to tell me about that later.
Oh, it was a London broil. It was very warm.
Just getting weirder and weirder.
She goes, okay. And then pulls a churro out of her back pocket and begins to eat it.
Wait, where do they have those?
Out front. If you want, I'll split it with you.
That would actually be, yes, that would be
Here.
great.
And she cuts it in 2.
That is fantastic. Do they only have them outside though? I don't know why I'm looking
Well,
at
I
you,
know.
Dan.
I don't know either.
I'm checking the park logs. It looks as though vicious hostile aliens are not one of the current attractions. So it seems as though this was not planned.
Maybe they were looking
It's
for
a
the
shame.
churros.
It's a shame we can't question one of them. She sort of taps it with her boot. Like,
I was gonna say while they're talking, I'm gonna like pick through whatever these things is equivalent of a pocket would be.
So that you see this, the Jinsoul thing, the Jeskrol, the dog type thing, doesn't have any equipment. Of course, it was trying to bite you. You figure it's got claws; it could have tried to claw you. But the Jinsoul
That's not
troopers...
entirely accurate, GM.
What's that?
It has several fistfuls of popcorn embedded in its skull.
I guess I did forget about that. That's true. And they're each holding a commercial laser rifle.
Oh.
So it does D8 fire damage. It has a range increment of 100 feet. Of course, it takes 2 hands to wield it. So 2 of you could add this to your inventory if you wish.
What type of weapon would that be?
Laser rifle.
Yeah.
Is it simple?
Let's
Yes.
take a look. You found it?
Yeah, I think both of them. I think the pistol and the rifle were simple. When I was looking at it earlier today.
Oh.
Just double check. I will double check.
Let's see. Simple
Since,
weapons.
you can't be trusted.
Yep, laser rifle is simple.
I will hang on to it as long as you did not want to sell it on the chrome market.
No, I'm a Bing man myself. But I wouldn't mind taking one. I have a whole number of extra arms that I could use, and all I have as far as actual weaponry is this knife.
Zenithan, cultural knowledge required. Is it appropriate for us to clang our rifles together now or when we fight?
I think we're supposed to do it beforehand and when we finish, as we fist pump in the air and numbers appear on the screen and give us experience.
I'll begin writing the algorithm.
Thank you.
Okay. So luckily,
I'm gonna.
you can.
I'm gonna look inside the little forest thing in the middle to see if there's like a nest of these friggin' things.
Be careful. I think that's a giant crab.
Crab moment. So you do notice something is moving among these trees and shrubs.
Oh, there could be a fungus among us.
A bit of a rustling.
I'm gonna go get out of here, man! Get out of here!
And the little Skitterman that you met, Novadorio, pops out and he's like, "Oh yeah, don't shoot me! They're in the house!" And he points with like all three arms on one side to the mansion to the southeast.
How many more of these do you think there are?
Me?
I think I was the same
Yeah.
one.
I don't know. Well, you took out 3 of them. I don't think I saw
How
more
many
than
mansions?
What do these people have
In this
against
economy?
you and your friend?
I don't know.
mean, you can be honest.
that. I mean, some people are just, Skittermanderist.
Well, they had commercial laser rifles. They weren't like the security guards here, were they?
No!
And your
They would have uniforms.
Well, I mean,
They call them costumes, and they're cast members. Have some respect.
and they're also not officially open yet. I don't think they're required to be in uniform before they're officially open.
Well, then why'd they take her?
Well, was she trespassing?
Yeah, I don't see what point of that is.
Well,
But you and your friend, I mean, people don't just take people without having the sense that they'll be valuable in some way. So the real question is,
Well, yeah, she's
what
a
have you and your
delight.
friend been up to that they would find valuable?
I don't know. We were just on vacation. Like, yeah, we snuck in this area, but we thought it would be cool looking. I didn't know these aliens were going to be here.
Do I believe him? Can I roll an insight check of some kind?
So that would be perception or society.
Yeah, I'll roll society. That's one of my cool things that I'm good at.
All right, I'm going to do this as a secret
is
check, so you don't know, like, if
Yeah.
you do really well. You had +6, right?
+7.
7. I was off by a little bit. You figure he seems sincere. Like, they might
Okay.
not have been making the best choices, but now they are legitimately in trouble.
Ugh. All right. Well, I guess all we can do is really press forward. Did you find anything in those pockets or anything? She like looks over at her fellow Catra. I don't know what we are. I don't cat person or person. We got there. We got there, family.
I lost track of the thread when we were trying to build. What was the question?
Just scroll
What did you find in their pockets?
I can't hear you over the Tweedledee and Tweedledum. What?
It's Xanathan.
What did you find in their pockets is?
They ain't got nothing. They ain't got nothing important here. I'm guessing we don't know why they're out here.
All right. Well,
One moment while I compile some information, and my eyes go blank with static, basically. And I will also open my mouth and give a very unpleasant white noise sound coming out of it, as I do my first level spell called Akashic Download.
mhm.
This is where I do a cosmic search of the Akashic record for information about a specific topic using my comm unit to magically access that distant realm.
Ooh.
So while using this, I'm going to use the occultism skill anytime during the duration of the entire day. When I use the occultism skill, I will get a +1, and critical failures are only failures. Also, if I get information on a creature related to the occultism skill, I get an additional piece of context for that. So I'm going to be researching the Akashic record for these aliens, and if we encounter them again, we will know exactly what to do, or approximately what to do.
Dope. All right, really cool.
Are there any like security cameras about?
Yeah, but they don't look like they're on. Like
Okay.
they're like, you can see them, but they're like drooped down.
Oh, weird.
You
They
can't
don't
say
look
that.
like they're on. Is there any way I can do like a computer's check, or someone can do a computer's check to like figure out if like what was happening when they got turned off?
Yeah, sure. Give me a computer's check.
Okay.
I'd help
am I
you,
good
but
at
I'm
that?
currently in an idle animation.
I am good at that, it turns out. 24.
Oh,
Whoa.
wow.
Damn.
Okay. So you figure they're
Listen, it's great. What I'm good at, I'm really great at, and what I'm not good at is a lot of other things, except society and computers.
So yeah, you
And-
figure that they're just not active yet because this part of the amusement park is not open.
Okay. All right. Cool. Cool. All right.
No,
Well, let's press on.
now
Oh.
you said the dog one. It didn't have any equipment or anything.
Nope.
So it didn't have a collar.
Nope.
So
It
it's
had popcorns.
It's a stray. That's so sad.
Not anymore.
Oh,
It's dead.
What? Jesus.
that's terrible.
You guys are the ones that killed it.
I didn't do anything. I couldn't. I
It's
tried
true.
to roll dice, and it didn't. It simply didn't cooperate with
You,
me.
you didn't do anything to that one. You obliterated the other guy.
Well, he wasn't a dog.
That's very true.
Friend, are you ready? He does that all night, and then he just wakes me up and gives me facts about animals or protozoas or something like that.
Oh, that
Yeah,
reminds
man,
me about
I'm
an alarming anecdote about tapers. I'll have to inform you about it later.
Oh,
But
God.
first, what were you saying?
She goes, I was just gonna say, I wasn't gonna kink shame you for the whatever that was. But
Thank you.
it's let's go.
Yes.
Let's move on from whatever this is.
Right? They said it should take 45 minutes. We've been going for an hour 45 minutes. As expected.
As we're walking up there, Frank.
Where are you going?
I don't know. Which way's the haunted house?
To the haunted house. What looks like a haunted house in this picture, Ted?
I don't have a map of the amusement park.
Yes,
I don't
you
know.
do. You're moving around it right now.
I'm in character,
it's
Dan. They didn't give out
100%.
souvenir things or anything.
Look at the bottom right.
100% a passenger princess at a Disney park. Calling it now. I don't know where I'm going. I don't know where the snackies are coming
Dan.
from.
Hey, Dan.
What?
I'm going to go knock on the door of the haunted house.
It is slightly ajar.
No,
So
it's
you
a
can
door.
knock on
If
it.
it was, I didn't
No, it's
ask
a
if it was
house.
slightly ajar. I said I was going to knock on it, Dan.
I said
Pay
you can
attention.
knock on it.
Does anything happen?
It opens a little bit further, and you do hear some noises inside.
Like spooky noises?
It kind of sounds like, well, one of those Jess scroll things.
Oh, that is spooky.
But it's like going.
Friend, is
Oh my
trespassing
gosh.
illegal on this planet or area or county or whatever we're in?
Count.
It seems as though trespassing is only illegal if you're caught. That frees up a lot.
Oh, well, the one got caught, but the other didn't, so only one of these two Skittermanders is breaking the law.
I think they can share the prison sentence reduced by half.
See, I'm totally
No,
innocent.
40%. There is interest. I'm sorry.
Oh.
All right, I'm going to say, is there a way to, like, sneak? Is there, like, a window above or anything like that where we could sneak in?
Yeah, you could try that.
So there is a window?
Well, why didn't you say that,
Yeah.
Dan?
Is there a wall?
There's a lot of walls.
Ah.
I'm going to say, hey, Boots, are you good at climbing?
I'm good at everything, obviously.
Oh.
And
Oh,
then
nice.
she looks at how high it is, and you just sense the anime girl sweat drop appear.
Is
I
climbing
will
in this
put that
game
in
athletics or
post.
acrobatics?
Yeah,
Athletics.
depends.
Typically.
Then I'm mediocre at best. I can flip up there. I could parkour up the wall, but I can't climb super well.
Because if you could get the high ground in there, you could start casting your wizard spells on them from up there.
We like to be called witch warpers. We don't like
whatever.
to be called wizard. That's an old, outdated term. And I feel like as a member of your party, that it's my job to just kind of keep us aware of
Gotta keep it
cultural appropriation of the term wizard, which really has an like she just goes on and on. It's too much.
So
It's
while
too
she's
much
talking and telling me
Yeah.
things that I'm not paying attention to, I'm gonna like get into the position of like attempting to like assist her up.
Yeah. And then she's like, ugh, fine, fucking whatever. And then just like runs forward and tries to launch herself up onto the roof with an acrobatics roll. Is that allowed?
Can we do that, Dan? Can we have fun, or are you gonna be too busy?
What did I ever? Because I said
Would you
no
like-
one time that your
Valid
gun
and
couldn't reach.
question.
Sure. Yeah, you could do that. You make an acrobatics test.
Is
And-
12 good?
I would say Mesh can attempt to aid. It's a DC, just flat DC 15. Or no, it's
Okay.
you can use the same skill at DC 15. If you pass it, then Boots gets a +1. If you critically pass it,
Well-
she gets +2.
Okay.
I got an
an
18, so I pass.
Great. So that's a 13 total for me. Is that good in this
So you're
game?
trying to flip up to one of the windows?
Yeah, not gracefully, just functionally.
Just kind of casually.
All right, with a 13, yeah, level 1, I think that's okay to get up to this window. It's not really high up.
Level 1.
Yeah.
You're level 1. Or you should
Yeah.
be.
So she
So yeah,
she
you're
like
up there.
lands
not.
up there.
He's actually at level 2. The rest of us are currently at level 1.
She lands up there. It hurts a little bit. Like she lands kind of wrong, but she's trying to play it off like it's cool. She goes, nailed it. Ow. And begins trying to figure out how to like open the window up there.
Because I assume, since I know she, on some level, since we've been working together, she can warp stealth her way around. So I figured she'd
Yeah.
be the one we send in.
Ooh, that's pretty cool. So you get up there and you try to open this window and realize that it doesn't really open because it's like a prop house.
Oh, it's not a window. This is
Well,
Like it's
there goes all the
glass,
fun.
you can
Thanks,
see into it, but it's not a window
Yeah.
that opens because it's not really meant to be like a functional house. It's part of an amusement
Yeah.
park. But as you're
She-
looking in, you do see a little yellow furred skittermander, like looks like wrestling with one of a Jeskrol. What did you say? What did Kara say in the background?
What?
Kara said play by Dan's rules, Dr. D.
She knows. But yeah, you see a little yellow skittermander. Looks like they're like wrestling with a Jeskrol.
Okay. With a okay, so they're like with one of those things that we just fought.
Yeah, one of like, the dog type things.
She's
Is it like a playful wrestling? Are they having fun?
going to, I don't know, use her laser pistol to try to melt through the glass? I don't know. Is that anything?
I mean, you could try to shoot the window out, sure.
I mean, the door's open. I'm trying to do it quietly. I'm trying to like with the laser along the side of it. That's not its intended purpose. It's level 1. I'm trying to be creative.
I appreciate it, but yeah, I mean, the door is open.
Yeah, no, she's up there just kind of like, in The Sims when like they walk themselves into like a corner and there's like nowhere for them to go. And she goes, first of all, you ruined my immersion for this ride. Now I know that these windows aren't really like windows. There's no like second floor up here. So like whatever. But I am going to need you to catch me. And she jumps down very suddenly.
I will attempt to catch her.
All right, make an athletics test to try to catch her.
No.
Okay, but what if?
All right, she just falls.
I got a 19, Dan. Is that okay? Is that good for you?
That sounds like a pass to me. Why
Alright.
so aggressive?
Because you're always asking me to do stuff.
Okay.
I caught you.
Great. So she jumps down, you catch her, and she sort of like looks, she like flips her goggles up on top of her head, and she's looking at your eyes, and she's like, what they said was true. You
I have
are one of
one eye.
those ones.
No, I have
Sorry.
one eye out.
But isn't that a part of whatever your eye circumstance is? It's a part of your cool chosen one status
Correct.
that you're choosing to ignore.
Correct.
Yeah. She like looks at you and she goes, "Oh, I guess it is true," and then like hops out of your arms.
And I'm just gonna shake my head. She didn't even tell us anything. I'm like, did you see anything? You just go up there like, "Alright, I'm coming down," and then you just jump down.
You know what I saw? Your backstory hook. Okay, that's what I saw up there, Dr. Dan. No, but she goes, "Oh yeah, they're totally in there. I just couldn't like get in there without causing a stink. So I think we should probably go in this way because there's no like upstairs floor for me to like be on."
I'm saying this ride sucks.
Yeah, well, it's not open yet.
Oh no, the door's
the door.
Open.
Yeah.
It is. The door's open.
When were you gonna tell us that? Let's just go through the front door. Jeez.
It's a classic RPG. Like, here's a literal open door, and you guys are like, we're gonna find any other way inside. I love it.
Listen. She walks through
There's
the door.
There's a place
as
with
she
evil
does.
things in it, and you're telling us go through the front door. Like,
she's using her like little data pad to like take pictures before opening of like all of the like things, so she can be the first to post about them.
Ooh, Boots, you might want to try the spooky filter.
Yeah. I think it's probably going to be better for the content if it looks bad, because like bad things play better. Like, I know that's sad to think about, friend, but like, you know, people want to
it's wonderful to think about.
They love
bad
to
things
bitch.
look better.
Yeah,
This is
like,
novel.
I'll be like, Galarian World.
This is gonna go right to the
yet
universe.
Another. Yeah, exactly. Well, not right. We have to, you know, the content needs to be collected.
It's already there.
No.
No.
Did you already post it?
In a manner of speaking.
You. But I was. Whatever. And she walks in.
All right. So
you
as
beat
you
your door boss, Dan. Sorry.
You walk in. And you see the Skittermander and the Jescroll are kind of like rolling around on the floor, and then the Jescroll like pops up and just goes like sees you and is like "Arr, arr," and then runs away.
Oh, we've interrupted them.
And the Skittermander goes, "No, buddy, come back!"
Oh no!
And they both run through another door inside the house.
So I was right. That stupid look on your face. I was right.
About what?
They were playing. I said, are they playing? And you had a stupid look on your face. We were like, oh, look, my face, I'm Dan.
I have a legendarily good poker face.
You're a liar.
Yep.
Actually, no, you're Dan.
So to go into here, is it like a new map? Or...
What does that mean?
Like
it's inside a haunted house.
Or are we just...
We're like waiting to go inside this house.
Yeah, do you follow after the Skittermander and the Jescroll?
I think we're pretty good. We're entering the house.
Yeah, I literally have tried to walk through this door 3 times.
Can we go into this
haunted house? Get in it, baby!
You can go into the haunted house. It looks like, it kind of looks like somebody's moving. Like, there's a bunch of furniture that's like covered in sheets and things like that because, again, it's not ready. You see there are like, looks like it's going to be a path that people will follow. There are like those stands that have like the things connecting them. What am I trying to say here?
Oh, like the stands with the things connected.
Yeah, but like the things aren't connected yet, so there's just a bunch of stands in a row,
gotcha.
Kind of thing. We would have like that. I can't think. Thanks, Dylan. Yeah, you're going in chat. But you see that the Skittermander and the Jescroll went through like a side door and left it slightly open again.
But yet it looks like we're outside the haunted house. How do we get inside it?
Don't worry about it. You're inside it in Theater of the Mind.
Oh.
Yeah, I was just going to do that.
So now that we're on the roof, what does it look like up here?
No, you're not on the roof.
Yeah, so I'll go after them.
All right, as you follow them, it goes into like, you know, behind the scenes of the amusement park type, you know, place where all of a sudden it's not anything like it was outside. It's completely like corporate, and you find yourselves in this like data room.
Wow, this doesn't look anything like it does outside. It's like we're in some sort of corporate data room.
Thank you.
I actually believe that they just prefer to be called data rooms.
Oh. I apologize to the room.
As you should.
Can we hear the... Now we're inside the house. We finally made it.
We
You're
got
inside
in
the data
through the
room.
roof.
So you see that it looks kind of like a security room, where like you would imagine way across the room on the west side, somebody would be able to watch through the security cameras that aren't on yet. In the center of the room is like this holographic imagery of this area, and you can like see like the dead bodies there of the Jeskrol and the Jinsol troopers outside. But you don't see the Skittermander or the Jeskrol in here.
I'll just kind of call out, hello?
And it kind of echoes in here. It's a pretty large room, as you can see. Hello, hello.
Friend, I'm going to say, hey, friend, do you think there are cameras inside of the exhibit itself that we might be able to use these cameras for? See if we can find anything of importance?
Mesh, that sounds like one of the ideas. I will attempt to find a camera and see if I can get a better layout of of the interior here.
All right, so you can head on over.
Not that much of an alcohol.
All the way to the west is where that would be.
Kara's going to bed soon, guys.
Good night, Kara.
I walk over there as I limber up my fingers.
Sorry, good night, Kara.
That wasn't Dan. Dan didn't even bother to say goodnight.
I absolutely did say goodnight.
It was Tim. Tim said that. He said goodnight.
I don't know how Lindsay feels about me, but tell Danny I said good.
Oh my.
Lindsay just said goodnight, Kara, in chat as well.
She did. Lindsay also said goodnight. Yeah.
Alrighty, so let's see. Friend heads over to the west to investigate the security camera stuff.
Whoa, that was so fast, friend. Ooh. Well, he's gone. Oh, there he is.
I didn't realize there was a door there.
In a sense, all friends are camera friends.
So I'm gonna put you in this big chair.
And what's this thing in the middle?
That's the hologram.
I don't want to hurt the chair's
outside.
feelings, so I'll try to fill it out as much as I can.
You also see there's a number of doors to the south, and there's these columns to the north.
It doesn't really look haunted, does it? Like, it's just kind of like a warehouse.
Yeah, it barely looks like a house at all
it's
anymore.
Weird.
The Imagineers, like, didn't really...
He pointed out the pillars.
Maybe this
He
is
specifically pointed out the pillars.
Well, to clarify what those circular things were. They're just columns, you know, holding up the ceiling.
I
Kinda
wouldn't
like how
worry,
we're
Mesh.
holding up this story. Got him. All right, yeah.
I wouldn't
find the
worry,
computer
Mesh.
stuff.
It seems as though most pillars in houses are vestigial organs, not actually necessary for the functioning of the house.
Is it a full moon?
Noted.
Thanks, Taylor.
Okay. Well... Also, I don't know why I was talking in that voice. What is this? It's like...
Boots got a
I
new
don't know who
voice.
that was. Yeah, like, new voice.
Would you
do
care
this.
to co-op this stream with me? We can
Oh.
use we can use 4 hands on the same keyboard.
Oh, it's like Ghost. And she, like... goes up there. It's one of my favorite videos.
Spoilers, I'm not actually using my hands. It will only be your hands on the keyboard.
Okay, I thought you were talking about... Never mind. Okay. Sure.
So what are you doing
She
here?
puts her paws.
What's that?
Oh no, she's there.
That was me, I'm sorry.
Why did you make a noise
sorry, go
like
ahead.
that?
I hit the door and then it made a space.
Oh! Why didn't you do that when I opened the door?
Oh, because you're a dummy.
Oh, it did. I did it again.
Got him.
Stop it!
I didn't do it the second time. Is it open or closed now?
I don't know.
Looks like it's closed. I'm gonna open it. Yo, Foundry's the best. That's so awesome. I didn't know there were sound effects for things like that.
Yeah.
I will go in and just kind of watch in the corner.
Just hanging out in the corner.
Yeah.
What is Mesh doing over here? Just looking at the hologram?
I'm gonna go down to these southern doors and just listen to see if there's anything I can like hear.
Okay, give me
Reasonable.
perception.
Give me a perception.
Stop it.
I was just
made a
checking.
cool-
I didn't know if there were
roll.
doors or not.
Perception.
Yeah.
I got 14.
All right, you just hear like a very faint hum, like, but it's very,
Like what?
very constant.
Okay, it's probably a computer of some kind. I'll wait for them. I'm not gonna go in there by myself. I'm scared. I'm scared of cat.
It is a
You
haunted
get it?
house.
Because I'm a cat person.
Ah.
Sure.
All right, so in the security room, everybody else is in, like, everything's off, right? So you figure this is where you would see, like, security feed, but you saw outside that the cameras were not currently active.
Isn't on, then one wonders why the hologram is still functioning. Perhaps the data storage is in a different room.
Well, why
Yeah.
don't you just try turning it on?
Will it let me do that? Do I have consent?
You can
Yeah.
you can turn it on. Yes, it'll power. It'll boot up.
I'll give a very gentle karate chop to the face of this computer.
Oh,
So you do that, and then Mesh, I want you to give me another perception test.
Yeah. I'm Mesh. Yo, 20. Boom.
20. So you hear another door open on the far side of the room, and you can see. Let's see. What can you see from where you're standing?
I can see that thing. Whatever. Good night. Whatever this thing is. Love you too.
See a
Love you
few
too, Dan.
creatures. And you,
Is that a Zomboni?
Looks like it might be some kind of zombie type thing. It comes shambling out. And we're gonna roll for initiative.
Use that language around me.
oh God.
Oh goodness.
Oh my! I got 18.
Mesh
My
is
name's
18.
Salamander. Yeah.
I have a gentleman's 23.
I thought you were gonna say 12 for a second.
That wouldn't be very
15.
gentlemanly.
18 for boots.
15.
15.
Just keeping myself honest here. Listen, I'll take the 18 if you want to give it to me.
Thanks.
That's how I rolled.
I'm sorry, I was dead to the world. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yeah.
Wonderful.
Hi, friend.
What am I doing?
Initiative. You could use computers if you want, because that's what you're doing currently.
I think my perception is actually better,
Well, fine then.
but I'll use computers.
Okay.
23.
Jeez.
Oh.
You guys are rolling great. All right, so at this point, Mesh is the only one aware of these things, but it is Zan's turn.
It's Xanathan.
Xanthiel.
That's my father's name. But, friend, what did you do?
Hello, friend. I
Hello.
turned it on with a karate chop to the face of the computer.
Well, that works for some. Well,
It
What-
booted up a most electric screensaver. I am downloading it now for us to use later.
oh, could we put it on our phones?
We can put it on pretty much anything, provided it is also a phone.
Put it on a boat.
Well, that's not a phone.
All right. So you don't know what Mesh has seen.
Correct. So I'll pass.
All right. So you just kind of chat for your turn.
Yeah.
It is then Friend's turn.
Well, considering we did not find any cameras, I do believe that me and this screensaver have quite the conversation we need to have.
Conversation. So is that gonna be your turn as well?
Yes, let me think. All three actions. Screensaver, yes. Thank you.
Love it. All right. So then, let's see. Double checking.
It's a hefty download.
Can I ever find it? There it is.
3 actions worth of download. Holy
Did
crap.
you make sure to apply your multiple attack penalty to each one of the screensaver downloads?
That is what made it so odious.
I don't think it smells
The
bad at
graphics
all.
engine is poorly modded. It's poorly configured.
Oh. Well, I suppose it's still in the works.
So, Mesh, you see two other figures that you may not have noticed before just start running towards you, crossing this large room. Oh, I'm sorry, only one runs over to you at this point, because then it's your turn.
Me! I'm me! Alright, I'm going to very quietly make sure no one else is aware of anything that's happening so that they don't get turns.
Great.
I'm gonna just get on my, I'm sure we got some kind of comm link, we're all on vacation together, we probably got a little group chat. I'm gonna be like, oh, hey guys, there's some zombonis out here, they're about to get us. They're about to give us a bonking. Hey, Papa Pal Mitch! Alright, so I'm gonna walk.
Just so, I wanted to point this out because I think it's a fairly cool fact about Mystics. At level 3, everyone gets groupthink. We can just communicate telepathically.
Yo, that's so cool.
What if I don't want him? I don't want a
It
group
seems
thing.
like an aggressive invasion
Right.
of privacy.
Just turn it off if you don't want it.
So we've been hanging out for about 3 weeks, and we can read each other's minds. Like, okay, thanks.
It was
so
Mesh
yeah,
that
I'm
was
gonna
putting the toilet paper under instead of over. I knew it.
Right. All right, Mesh,
You
what are
weren't
you
supposed
doing?
to tell anybody!
Did you?
Alright, so I'm gonna walk on over. I was gonna tell you, but you want to keep talking over me. It's fine. Whatever you want to say, Dan. Fine, go ahead.
So you stride.
It's okay.
It looks like.
I swaggered over here.
Oh.
I'm gonna say get him on this nerd here because he's gonna be probably slightly out of my optimal range, and I'm hoping that one of my friends will be able to help. Yeah, he's a little bit out of my range here.
I'm your friend.
Friend is
And
my
so
friend.
are all my friends.
So I'm gonna say get. I say, hey, there's somebody out here. You should probably come out and beat to death. He looks different than the thing we fought before. He's a zomboni. Please panic. Look at that face. That's a face only a mother could love.
I hate to tell you,
I'm
but
outside of range. I already...
They're outside of range of get them. It's only got 60 feet.
You're right. So I'll cast gun instead.
Which one? Either way, they're going to be out of the first increment unless you move again.
Yeah, I guess I'll shoot the semi-auto. All right, so first shot. Boom! I got 15.
15. That is a... Oh, it's a hit.
Oh my goodness! Hooray! Let's do damage. I did 5 damage.
Oh, I
Take
thought you
that.
said 2 damage. I like that better.
No, I said
I'm
5.
going to give him 2 damage.
5 is higher than 2.
2 damage. Got it. All right. Anything else?
If I shoot again, it's very, very unlikely. I'd have to roll 20 to hit, I would assume. So,
I don't know.
is there something I can do to like guard myself? Is there like a defensive stance action, or maybe a quietly panic action?
That's a good question that I'm not positive on. Let me...
If you are near cover, you can use it as cover action.
Oh, you can take cover as an action, but yeah, you need to
I'm out in the middle
have...
of nowhere.
Yeah. So you could move, like, behind that
I'll
big,
move here.
this big screen.
5, 10. I'm sorry. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. I'll move here. And then I'm done.
All right, and then it's
Danathan.
Boots' turns.
All right.
You heard me panic scream.
Yeah.
Oh, we also heard a gun
Boots.
go off.
All right.
Yeah, like we've heard some stuff, I would say. Move me out 25 feet. And then how far am I away from that thing? Can you measure? Give me a sense.
65.
65. Boo.
Dan makes this as miserable as possible.
And now, now there's a hologram between you and it. You also notice that it's very hard to see that, like, you can see there's something there, but they're kind of like blurry a bit from this hologram. So if you were to shoot through it, they have concealment. So you'd have to make a flat DC 5 flat check before you attack to see if you could potentially hit them.
But they're not flat.
Yeah, it's a
The
three-dimensional
key
hologram.
really, yeah.
Dan's stupid.
Dan's not stupid.
Can't wait
You
to
guys
kill
are
Mesh.
so mean to Dan.
She's right.
All
He's
right,
not
so
stupid, he's stupid looking. It's very different. It's very different.
all right.
Very
Listen, I just got here, and I choose not to be that mean yet until we know each other better. Okay, and then
I
that's
can
wrong.
accept that.
Okay, so I'm gonna use a second move action. Because I can't do anything. I can't do everything is too far. It's all too far.
It's a big room.
It's a big room, and I went so far away. Give me a second here. I'm trying to figure out if there's anything I can do in any kind of way. Let's see. This one is no. This one is this one's 120 feet. I can do this one.
Ooh.
It's a leveled spell. So at what cost, quote unquote? The cost is a spell slot. One to be precise. Okay. So I will force barrage.
Ooh.
It says targets one creature. I fire a shard of solidified magic. It automatically hits.
Oh yeah.
Oh, nice.
It's magic missile.
Yeah, it automatically hits. So instead of moving forward, I'll just go twice with this thing at the same target. So I'll like do the first move, and then I'll use my other 2 actions to force barrage. And
Yeah, because I think you can
my
just
cool thing.
You can just spend more actions to shoot more missiles, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So the first one is, let's see, it's got get 'em on it. So the first one hits for 5. No?
It does not have get 'em on it.
I didn't have enough range.
I'm sorry. I thought you did, and I misheard. Okay, so 4 and 4 is 8.
Whoa.
8 total damage. And so
Dang,
basically,
okay.
let's see. What does this mean for her in her witch warping experience? What is her solidified magic? So she sort of channels between her claws, like twisting. Is that anything? Yeah, it's like twisting magical essence starts to like coalesce there, and then just becomes like claws extended paws that just like cross across. She goes, "We're live again, kids," and they see as like it the sort of spectral image of these claws in a video game type manner just sort of swipe across this thing's face. And she goes, "KO? Do we have a KO? Is that a crit?" It doesn't look like it, kids. Stay tuned next round. Next round, we got them.
Love it.
That's all I got.
I mean, that was good. 8 damage from Force Barrage is
Also, what is
sweet.
this voice? This isn't her voice. She didn't sound like this 5 seconds ago. Help.
Dan, help.
I'm trying to find this thing's speed. There we go. I got it. Don't worry about it. It's okay.
I'll also mention, it was a very good choice of spell for the particularities of the concealment in the way, given that it hits automatically.
Yeah, that's why I chose the range of the hitting automatically.
Application of Witch Warper magic.
Don't take credit for my cool shit.
All right.
I would never, unless I did.
So you see, from the north, this other one comes towards you. It looks different from the one you just blasted. And it shambles towards you going, "Grrr," and you see it has like a Mega Man arm, and it raises, it's got a gun on the end, and shoots at you.
Jump a shoot, man.
And we'll see how it does. Boom. Ooh, cool digital. Did you see that die?
It says question marks all over it.
Ooh, I like that. That's going to be a 15 to hit.
Yeah, that's going to miss.
Which is a miss. So then that's it for that one because it had to stride twice first. So then over here we got another one moving. We're going to go. And see if we got any kind of range. It's outer range. It's still going to try to shoot you.
It's the inspiration for my character. He's right here. He's right here on my lap. Here's the inspiration.
No.
It's a dog.
Oh, is that chunk?
Your face. That's the chunk.
So you see this thing raise up a rifle at you, and weird that it's got a relatively short range for a rifle. All right, and we're gonna roll.
Oh,
cool
it's a
looking.
bunch of Riddlers again.
For a 14, which is another miss. So look, I can't roll more than single digits all of it, lately.
Great.
So that is it for me. But now you see there's 3 things shooting at yous, and it's back to the top with Zan.
It's Xanathan. Friend, I'm hearing all sorts of gunshots out there.
Yes, our friends are in a battle for their very lives.
Oh dear. Well, that won't do. I will go outside the door.
That won't do.
Well, it will do for the moment.
And, oh gosh. Well, that's grotesque. Well,
Grotesque.
well, dear. Okay. Well, I'll shoot it with gravity, I suppose.
No, I don't like that.
You know what it is? It's that you're alien Tim Gunn from Project Runway. Am I old? Is this thing on? Does anybody want?
No.
Am I in the wrong?
Not at all.
I just don't know that reference.
From Tim Gunn, he's actually a very astute.
Oh, wait, I know
gentleman
who that
with
is.
glasses. He actually looks a lot like Percy from the Critical Role stuff.
Sure.
Okay.
I don't know who that is either.
Well, fine.
No, I remember Tim Gunn now.
Like Percy,
yeah, you were talking
Percy
like
Jackson,
No, not Percy Jackson.
the guy who
the
fights
guy that
Great
steals
Myths.
lightning.
Percy with the one with the gun. And then
I believe it's Percival von Musel the Roller the Third.
No, that's his
forgot.
cousin.
Frankenstein.
Anywho,
All right, so you moved out of here. What are you doing next?
I'm gonna shoot him with my finger guns.
Okay. Let's see if you hit him.
As one does.
Is it within your first range increment?
I don't know how math works. You tell me.
What's your range increment?
The 30?
No, it's 35 feet away.
Oh, well, fine. I'm gonna do it anyway.
All right, so -2 if it's an attack roll.
Harry, I can't.
Okay.
Do it anyway.
Designers, open fire.
Yeah, well, at a -2, I rolled a natural 1.
Hey!
No.
Fumble. So what we're going to be adding as we advertise this more is that patrons are going to be able to create like fan criticals and fan fumbles that we can put into here. I was going to bring the Pathfinder critical and fumble decks that we have, but I forgot them. So unfortunately, unless it has a thing built in.
It totally does if you let me talk. I
Okay.
become unattuned.
Oh,
Now
that's pretty cool.
Now I can't do anything. I can't channel gravity or solar energy or anything.
So you just waste an action.
Yes.
Oh, so you get attuned then walked out?
No, I start attuned.
No.
But now I'm not attuned.
Oh, you do have like a free action you can attune when you roll initiative or something?
I start attuned with whatever my favorite attunement is.
Okay.
Which there isn't one because I'm balanced.
Oh yeah.
So now I'm gonna attune as my third action.
Okay.
I can't. I feel like I am alone on a mountain here with the Tim Gunn thing because I can't unhear it.
Now that you've said it, it's getting more Tim Gunn than it was initially.
It is. It's like designers. We're at Mood Fabrics, and we're gonna open fire on some zombies. Like it's like that is how is the whole thing.
So we're gonna add some color into our life, and we're gonna attune to photons this time.
All right. After you attune, it becomes friend's turn.
I'm so obsessed with you right now.
There it is.
I can't do it.
Well, given that there's a tuning going on outside, I will go stride out to meet them. I don't want to be left out of the attunement zone.
Friend, I dropped my gravity.
Don't forget, we can use those fancy friend guns we picked up.
Yeah, but
That's true.
So uneloquent.
I'm going to get mine out now and pump it repeatedly in recognition that we will, at some point, clack them together.
Oh, we were
Don't
supposed to
say
touch
pump
tips.
repeatedly.
I'm so sorry.
Yeah, you did forget
Oh,
to
God.
touch tips.
Oh dear.
Oh dear.
Awful example of a friend.
Now
given
he's
that
like
no one
Winnie
needs-
the Pooh a little as well.
Oh,
No one needs
bother.
any.
I can't. I'm dying.
All right, so what is friend
It
actually
seems no one
doing?
needs any assistance at the moment, so I'm going to stride out, take my newly acquired friend rifle out, and shoot the nearest enemy friend with it.
All right, so it's definitely within
And you
the
will
first.
tell me how to do that, because I don't have the stats.
So you got your first. You're definitely within your first increment. You should be able to add that on Demiplane.
Oh, I could do that too.
I'm not sure.
So what you do is you go
I
to
wasn't sure what
equipment,
type
and then
of
you hit
rifle to
add
add.
item, and then weapon,
Oh, there's equipment.
and then it's a what rifle?
I was not sure what type of equipment to add, but I believe it's at a +5.
What's the rifle called, Dan?
Yeah, that would make
Laser
sense.
rifle.
Dexterity is
Laser
+2. It's a commercial laser rifle.
If you type commercial into the minimum price, nothing comes up.
It's just a laser rifle.
14 will be what I have.
All right, I believe that's a miss. It is, unfortunately for friend.
Great news! I missed with my friend rifle. We can try again later.
Oh, after we touch our tips.
That's correct.
So with ranged weapons in Starfinder, I forgot to mention that one of the stats they have is their, what's the word? Like how many shots it fires. How many rounds it uses each time you fire.
It's called a magazine.
Well, that's how many rounds you can shoot until you have to reload. I'm totally forgetting what that term is.
It's a magazine.
No, it's not.
I think it's reloading.
Well, you
Perhaps
have to
exhaust?
you replace it with because that's what the projectile and
Oh,
batteries
refill
are.
is what the button says.
Expend. The expend value is how many. So the laser rifle expends 2 every time you shoot,
Oh.
and a magazine has 10 charges, so you can shoot it 5 times before you have to take actions to reload it. In the case of the laser rifle, it's only 1 action, which is nice. But you need to keep track of how many charges it has before it needs to be reloaded.
Okay.
Well, thank you, GM friend. I'll file that away for when I need it, which probably will not happen.
Good chance it won't happen today, that's true. Is that it for friend? Did you have another action there?
I believe I am finished.
All right, so it's one of my things. Turns you don't know what they are yet. No one's tried any kind of recall knowledges yet.
Were you gonna say Nintendo check? It sounded like you were gonna try to say Nintendo check.
I don't know what I was going to try to say there.
Okay.
Dan, please. Calm down.
Damn, calm down. He just
No.
told you that.
All right, so one of the duders here is going to move over, and it has a pretty clear line of sight to Zan. Why can't your name is like the most simple, and I can't remember it.
Well,
And it's going to shoot you with its rifle.
you can try.
Just think of him as Zanathan.
Oh, look at the big dice.
17.
Oh, that's gonna miss.
Really?
Yes.
Wow, why is your AC so good?
Because I'm the shield guy.
Oh, you don't have your shield up, though.
I don't. They'd be a 19 if I did.
Your AC's 18?
Yeah.
I don't like that. That's too much.
It's not. It's within reason.
I'm going to try to shoot you again. I'm going to get a natural 20.
No.
No, I got a natural 1. Ah!
Oh.
So in this case, because we don't have crit fail things, it just is a miss. So lucky there again, misses. It's
No,
shooting
it's-
like a solid projectile gun at you.
Xanathan. Lucky's in a different game.
All right, next up is Mesh. Back to you, Cat.
Mesh, new
God.
information. They have weapons that they shoot.
Oh, good. Great.
Be cautious.
Oh dear.
Oh no, my. All right, well, I'm gonna get a sneaky little shot over here. 5, 10, 15, a 25.
Let's see,
yeah?
are you in range now? You are. I'm too zoomed out, I
Sure.
can't see.
I sure am. It's 45, Dan.
Okay.
The number after 44, right before 46.
Jesus
I practiced that all day.
This guy. All
And I'm
right, what are
gonna
you doing
cast-
then?
Hey, yo, look at that guy over there. Doesn't he look real stupid? Get him.
Get him!
Yeah.
Don't get at
He's
it.
not
you
like Peter
don't get-
Griffin. Doesn't he look real stupid? Get him.
Real stupid. All right, I'm gonna shoot him. I'm gonna cast semi-automatic pistol. Boom.
Uh-huh.
And that's the one with the range of 60?
It's a wonderful spell.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna get myself a 9, which is probably not good enough.
It's not a hit.
It's gonna be like that time my dad said to me, "Hey, you're not good enough. Your turn. My turn is over."
I can't wait to hear the end of that story.
It is the other Patra's turn. Boots.
It's me.
You see them
It's
closing
your girl,
in.
Boots. What up?
It's your girl, Boots.
What
Look at
up?
the boots.
Yeah, it's your girl, Boots. Boot up this rig. I'm moving on. All right. So, tell me how far away I am from this one now, like what the range is on it. If I were to move forward, let's say, to be able to see it better around the corner.
Oh, the one that just shot at Zan?
Yeah. Yeah, move me straight. Yeah. Put me within range of it is what I'm telling you. The one that has damage on it, the one they just get 'em'd.
Yeah, what's your range you're looking for? 30?
Hey, 30. 30, sorry. Put me within range of it, but you get to guess what the range is.
There you go. Yeah, that's 30 feet.
Okay, great. And Eldritch Lance.
No, not this again. But this hurts.
Does a 15 hit?
A 15 does hit.
Okay, great. And
Stop it.
let's see. 7. Oh, wait, no. 9. 9 plus get 'em damage.
Oh, wow.
Ooh, so 10.
10.
Nice. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So this thing is in rough shape. And from where you are, you can this humanoid, it looks like it might be some kind of undead. You're not 100% sure unless you have unless somebody wants to do a recall knowledge at some point.
Why do you keep bringing that up?
No.
Are we supposed to do that?
Well, yeah, are these... Wait, aren't the... Okay.
When
Sorry.
they hurt you, at that point, I will tell you to think about it.
Great. I'd love for that to be a thing.
I can't wait.
Yeah. She looks through her visor that's like hard lighting this again into like it's a very Sugar Rush style game where they're just like very cartoony and shooting things that don't seem dangerous and all that stuff. But in kind of her shock as she takes in the horrible undead visage of this thing, the witch warp of reality like flickers for a second, and she goes, "Man, you're looking real rough." And then she just taps a couple buttons on her visor, and it implements an emoji smiley face on his face so that that's what she sees. Because it's less gross.
Get some AR going on. I love
If
it.
at any point you turn around, you realize that I do not look different at all.
Yeah. She says, "Always be modern, family. Always be modern." I don't know what this voice is. I don't know why.
You sounded like Lois. You said I sounded like Family Guy.
Listen, I told you, there's a gravitational pull of accents.
And clearly, I am the dog Brian.
It's a little too soon to bring
Can
up
you tell?
gravity, to be fair. I just lost it.
All right, so after Boots sets up some augmented reality, this other thing that looks much more dead than the other ones. It's got little antennas coming off of its head. One leg is actually robotic, and it walks up to you. It shambles on up to Boots and tries to shoot you point blank with its laser gun arm.
Oh my gosh.
Oh dear.
Yeah.
No,
That's
it's
violent.
question marks again.
Question mark. That's a 22.
You can't get a 22 on a 20-sided dice, cheater.
Ah, minimum damage. 3 fire damage from the laser. And then it's going to try to punch you with its other hand. And give him the punch. Whoa, that die flew across the thing. Oh, I rolled a 4.
If you unhide them, then everyone could see what they are.
I don't want you to see my roll.
Then why are you putting it on the screen?
Because these are already in Foundry and I can do it this way. It's easier.
Huh.
Let's see. The next one here, because the Patra put herself right out in the middle, all of her friends are just staying back. You're going to get shot at with another rifle from the guy to the northeast.
I wish I was worried, but you keep rolling like ass, so...
I rolled a 24 that time.
I'm just glad that he thought of us as old friends.
The first time I participate in shit-talking Dan.
For another 3 damage.
Okay, I take it.
Downside to shooting the range stuff, there's no bonus. It's just straight dice. They're going to shoot you again.
Try.
The map.
Do it, you won't.
15 is a miss, and then because
miss, baby.
They're focused, they're gonna try one more time at -10. No, that's a 5. Boom, boom, boom. One goes through, and it's 2.
He says, "I'm mad, bro. Ow."
Xanathan.
It's Zan. So, in the words of that one band, here comes the sun, and I will march right up there.
Uh-oh.
And I will use my binaric assault, and I will try to punch him with the sun, and then shoot him with it as well.
Both of them?
Yeah, at the same time.
Punch and shoots. All right. Do what you can.
That'll be a 19 for the stab.
That does stab.
And that'll do 12 damage. Some might say that's maximum.
Whoa. What kind of damage is this from your solar weapon? Is it like fire?
It's fire damage.
Okay. 12, and then what's how about your punch or whatever it is?
That'll be a 16. No, that was the punch.
I'm sorry, you said that. How about your finger guns?
That'll be a 16.
It's also a hit.
That'll be 7 damage.
Ouch. Okay, that did quite a lot.
Ouchie.
Ouchie. This thing is just kind of like it doesn't really like, other than like the physical reaction of it getting hit, it doesn't really react to what you're doing. But you can tell you're damaging it because you're like taking flesh off as you're smashing it and setting it on fire. Friend.
Xanathan, context. When you punch it with the sun, are you punching it or are you sunning it? What damage type?
It's a sun, and it was more of a stab. To be fair, I got a little aggressive with it, but it's a fire stab.
That's perfect. Very good. By which I mean suboptimal, but we can work around it.
I felt it was adequate.
So for my first action, I will infuse vitality to Boots. Here's something fun. Here's a fun friend fact. It's been a while. At the beginning of a Mystic's turn, I get 4 vitality points, but I have a maximum vitality pool of 10. I didn't have to heal anyone last turn, so I have a total of 8, so I can use 6 of them to heal her back to full and give her a free recall knowledge check.
Huzzah!
Wow. Mystic is awesome.
Right? That was a lot of numbers. I couldn't keep up. So which one do you want to try to know about? What do you want to know about?
I wrote some of them down, and the other ones are on my hand. I'm sorry? What was your question?
So what does Boots want to know about with the free recall knowledge?
All right. Boots wants to know, more about, I know some lore about this. I don't know what's true or relevant here. With, the undead kind of dudes / people. It's not the Vescarum. Who is it? I don't know. I roll for that. I roll for societal knowledge of where these zombies could be from.
All right.
Because they seem relatively intelligent because they're shooting us with guns.
True. Ooh. So with your
By the way,
+7...
every time somebody gets hurt, immediately start thinking about a recall knowledge check you want to do.
Yeah.
Right. So with this infusion of life energy and whatnot, it sparks something in your mind, and you think, "Oh, you do recognize these things from the Infosphere. They are members of the Corpse Fleet."
Yeah.
Of EOS, I think it's called.
And do I know of any relationship between those guys and the guys that we fought earlier?
Not off the top of your head, no.
Okay.
Or Eox, that's what it's called. They're the Corpse Fleet from Eox, the undead planet. So what's one thing you want to know about them?
I would like to know, is there anything they're weak to?
They are weak to slashing.
It's an oldie but a goodie.
Yeah, I mean, that's always incredibly useful when they have weaknesses, and they do. Slashing and vitality damage.
Okay.
And then, does friend have anything else?
With this new knowledge, I will use Injury Echo against its will DC to do 1d6 slashing damage. Or will save, excuse me.
I better roll well on this will. Where is that here? Why can't I find will? There it is.
It's under William.
I'm really just subcontracting all of my recall knowledge checks.
You got a 22.
That will save, but he will still take half.
Uh-oh.
That would be 1 damage.
But you can make this slashing?
That's what I choose. Oh, and it comes from the future.
What?
I don't know why that's in the spell description, but I think it's a very friendly touch.
I love that. All right, so you mind slash it from the future, and it goes down, collapses.
Yes, they're very into windmills in the future. This was a piece of a windmill.
All right, luckily for you, that was the one that would have gone next, and now it is Mesh's turn.
Well done.
Hooray.
One down, 2 to go.
I used the future.
You sure did.
Oh, gosh. You guys are just a bunch of silly billies.
Are windmills popular in the future?
Inconclusive. But everyone does know about them. So they're either loved or hated.
No neutrality on windmills.
No, it's a very fractured community.
You guys are dealing with that, so I probably still want to get them because I feel like the damage bonus is really good. Like +3 damage is just pretty solid, so I'd put that down. So I'm gonna look at this nerd.
I
over
literally
here.
only do 1d6, so +3 sounds pretty good.
Yeah, no, but for real though. How do you ping?
Long click.
Oh, is that what it is?
Oh, it's right there. That one. I'm gonna ping him. I'm gonna be like, "Oh God, get him!"
My favorite part of this character is get him so far, mostly because when you yell like that. Get him. Okay, so that one's got him.
So then I'm gonna cast gun.
So you're gonna shoot him.
Roll a 9.
You got a 19.
Well, I'll roll it once you told me to roll it.
Oh.
No, I will when you ask me to roll it.
If that's what you want to do, make your attack.
I got a 19.
That's a hit.
I'm surprised.
Do I crit? Because he's got -1 to his AC.
Nope. Just a hit.
All right. Well, you got
Seems mean.
You got to win some. So I do 4 on the roll. So I do 7 damage.
Ooh. That's 7 less health than I had.
And then I laugh at it and say, "You're a loser." And then I'm done.
You're a loser, baby.
Baby.
Boots.
Baby.
Boots. Boots says, "Warp this," and casts.
You're a loser, just like me.
Eldritch Lance. Let's pray that it's good.
On the one right in front of you.
Does a 16 hit? The one that we just get him.
Oh, the one you just got get him. Yes, that hits.
Okay, great. Perfect. I now roll my 2d6. It's not good. That's seven Eldritch mental damage.
Is that with the
Should
plus
be-
one?
should
Should
Get
be
'em?
noted.
Yeah.
It should be noted that my gun came from the present.
Oh.
Useful context. I
Oh.
can't do that at all.
What type of damage?
And-
What type of damage is the Eldritch Lance? Is it force
It's.
or?
I am checking. 1 second. Let's see.
You
I
can't just
believe he
ask
said it was
people what type of
present
damage
damage.
they do.
I just did.
I think it's mental. I think I said that, but also it's mental.
Oh.
He's insane. Insane in the brain.
Insane.
It feels bad. That's the type of damage. It
Aw.
doesn't feel nice.
Feels bad.
He's got
for his
himself a real owie.
undead self.
Yeah. I feel like every the result I've described the way they look, but I feel like the Witch Warper vibe is that like every lance sort of like lashes around the thing when it hits and sort of distorts their view of reality to show them something just absolutely horrifying. Every time, like that would be personally horrifying to that person, like their worst fate.
Oh,
Just like a glimpse.
that's brutal.
Maybe he sees himself as an undead with a gun arm, looking
Yeah.
incredibly gauche.
Ooh. Is that it for Boots?
Yeah, that's that. I would say she'll get out her star knife and hold that, sort of like bearing up against the person next to her. So she's got kind of like a chakram, like circular knife with various like blades coming off of it in a circle, and she pulls that out.
Oh, it's so cool. All right,
Yeah,
so now
it
it's
is.
the one right next to you two. That you can tell it's a bit different than the others. And it just kind of like brings up its pistol
Thought
arm
I
a
killed
bit
him.
and goes boom, tries to shoot Zan in the gut.
It's Xanathan.
Blazam! 12.
That won't do.
It's gonna do it again. It was almost a 19, then it landed on like a 3 or something. There we go, 22.
I don't like it, but that will do.
Almost max 7 fire damage.
7 fire damage.
Rah! And then it tries to punch you.
Stay
with its
on
other
target.
hand.
No, stop it! Don't do
Ooh,
that.
what does that one do?
That means to focus attacking on me.
Oh, I was already doing that.
Well, yeah.
Here we go.
Wait, hold on. I have a reaction.
What's that?
My Nimbus.
My Nimbus.
I do a fire damage back.
A fire damage back?
Yes.
Okay.
You can't just do that to somebody.
That's pretty cool. He tried to punch you, but I got a 6.
That's
minus 10.
It's a critical fail. He
Nuts.
becomes unattuned to gravity.
That's okay, sure. I'll take it.
Damn it!
All right, so it's the remaining corpse fleet fighter is gonna shoot Zan because I have to.
That's so weird how that works.
It's almost like I'm forced to by chat. Thanks, Alyssa.
That's very mean, Alyssa.
I don't know why it's extra funny to me that it's Alyssa. Oh no, what is that one?
Oh, make Dan toxic.
Ooh, okay. Oh, actually, okay, yeah, thank you for reminding me. We're going to take one action to move up, and then it's going to shoot a full auto at both of you.
Wait, no!
Boots and...
Cats and boots and cats.
Boots and cats and boots and forearms. Both make me a reflex save.
Oh, dear.
I'm just glad I wasn't the only one who was thinking it.
It's fine.
Oh, no.
I completely forgot they
I'm
had
good
that
at-
ability. Thanks for
Yes,
the
ooh.
reminder.
That'd be an 11.
Is
Where'd it
a
go?
is a
What'd you get?
What was it?
a 9?
Oh, no.
That seems like an unreasonable amount.
Was that maximum damage,
Alyssa,
too?
stop! That hurts people.
Okay, so you both failed.
Yeah.
It was 9 and 11.
Yeah.
No critical fails. So you both take
Uh-huh.
6 damage.
That's maximum?
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
I'm going to pretend like I rolled a d6 that I got from Paizo at Gen Con and rolled a 6.
Uh-huh.
What did I take the first time? I forgot, and I didn't subtract it from my health total.
When?
The first one.
That was 7.
Oh, dear.
Oh, right.
We
yeah,
know
Yeah, it
that.
was 7. It's
What do
saved
we
in
know?
Foundry. It's great. All right, so
there
that
you
one
go.
moved up and did a full auto, does 6 damage to both of you, and then it is Zan's turn. Zan.
But I took 13 damage.
Zan. What's your how much HP do you have?
Don't worry about it. I have 6 left.
Oh, let's see what we can do.
No, thank you.
Let's see if we can get down to the
Designers,
prologue.
I'm in pain. I can't unhear it. Oh God.
6 is max. Yeah, it was max because it was the full auto, so it hit, hits multiple characters, so it's a bit less damage. But that seemed like the worst thing to do in that situation. Move up and full auto, which actually I had planned on doing, but I forgot. So you reminded me.
In truth, they got more bang for their buck because it was max damage against 2 targets.
Exactly. Too bad neither of them critically failed. Then it would have been 12.
You should probably pay twice.
Oh, it's my turn?
So I said, Zan, it's your turn.
Oh.
You're too busy correcting your name for me.
Yes.
It's Xanathan.
I've lost a lot of blood.
Do you even have blood as a Kasatha?
You can't just ask people that.
I can replace it with data.
Right now,
Replaced with data.
all I can think about is that there's nothing I'd like better than going to my apartment, closing the door, and cooking my little dinner for one and just tuning out. But
Are you
instead,
looking up quotes from this guy now?
Auto fail the next roll.
Did you? Are you doing Tim Gunn quotes?
No. Not
Oh,
yes.
so
just
listen to me. So Tim auto fails whatever his next roll would be.
Okay, well it was gonna be a binaric assault.
So
both would probably fail.
Well, they're two separate. I would say they're two separate things. I assume that it says next roll. So
okay.
You were doing the.
I would say
first.
say that it's our sacred duty to report to the playtest that Solarian sucks, but I think it's just that Tim sucks at rolling dice.
Well, and then people.
So it's funny. The last time we played this, when we streamed it.
Technically, the roll can be either a roll of the dice, rock and roll, or an old roll that you eat.
Oh.
Whichever one you do next, you will fail.
Yeah, you could fail that roll. Eating it, you'll choke on it and die.
I always stab first, so that one fails.
Sweet. So then you can shoot it.
And that'll be a 16.
Stop hitting. These things have very low AC, obviously.
And that was the gun one. That'll be 8 damage.
Ew.
And then I'm gonna raise my shield. These things hurt.
Okay.
As it floats around me very frantically.
Good job, friend.
It would normally float around me in like a circular motion, but now it's just going in different directions like a breakout ball.
I will replace my friend Xanathan's blood with...
Who are you giving a hero point to?
That scared me so bad.
Alyssa.
We need a hero.
Who's that hero point going to? For Anne. Oh.
Aw, Anne has 2 hero points now.
Oh God, I should really use those.
I'll be replacing Xanathan's blood with the text from Herman Melvin's Moby Dick.
Oh. They call me Ishmael.
This is destroying something inside of me.
That was 10, you said?
Later, with Hop on Pop.
You said that was 10?
No, I'm afraid not.
Oh.
I only had 6 in the tank, so you will heal 6.
Okay.
Oh, that's a lot. I just did 6 damage to him.
You did 13.
Alyssa wants to know how many hero points do you have, Tim?
I have 0 because Charles took them away.
Like immediately.
Yes.
I think you were in your second sentence of introducing your character when he took it away.
Yeah, so Alyssa, I know why you were asking, and you can't take it away because I don't have any.
He could take it away preemptively. Next time he would earn one, he just doesn't.
Xanathan, there is also a free recall knowledge check as you get bombarded with Moby Dick.
Yes. So.
What do you want to know about?
I would like to know if I don't know how to do knowledge checks. Does it seem like it's tired? What? Like it's.
Which one are you trying to recall knowledge on?
The one in front of me.
Okay.
Is it getting run down?
Let's do occult because it's undead, or religion because it's undead. What do you got?
Oh, thank you for that. The first one was a 0, but religion is a 4.
Oh wow, that's quite a difference. Ooh, I'll just tell you, I rolled a natty 19. So you reckon this is a cybernetic zombie?
Oh dear, that hurt like a cybernetic zombie attack would.
So this is.
I'm so proud you remembered our lessons.
So it's not quite a crit. So what's one mechanical thing you want to know?
I would like to know if it will leave me alone soon. Does it have any weaknesses? Or what's its lowest save?
Which one do you want? Pick
yes,
one.
What save is it not good at?
Why is he whining so much?
Because I'm hurt.
His will is its worst save.
Because I'm hurt.
I will also
Wonderful.
tell you, will is its worst save, but it does have the mindless trait as well as a zombie.
Dear. Yo, using those bags, they're at...
Some would say...
Go for it.
Well, thankfully, although it's a will save, Injury Echo does not do mind bullets. It does regular slashing damage. This time even further in the future, after the windmill wars have worn down.
And now so I need a will
Cold
save?
Pope has... I'm sorry, I wasn't done.
I'm sorry. I apologize, friend.
The Cold Pope has instituted martial law. And these are halberds. Because you go far enough into the future, it's a little bit like the past now. So we're doing halberds again. And I'm sort of taking on your diction characteristics, Xanathan. Which I think just promotes our bond even stronger.
I think so too.
So we're making a will save?
Save, if you please, bad GM friend.
Some would say you're making it work.
I got a 14.
They haven't even touched tips.
So Alyssa in chat just said that she thought the mic boom, because it's right above my character thing, was an afro, and now I can't unsee it.
Yeah, it kind of looks better with an afro.
It's so good.
I don't know, Cassandra can grow hair, but maybe he wears an afro wig.
Hero Forge, let me put one on.
Right, instead of Afro Samurai, you're Afro Solarian.
Taylor's like, oh my god, it's not.
Literally. I am actually dead. That's amazing.
Whew, haven't laughed this hard in a while. So Ben, I got a 14 for the will save. 14 teen.
So this undead cybernetic friend who's getting hit by future halberds takes 4 slashing damage, and if it gets hit again, it will bleed, which it can't do.
That's true. It is immune to bleed. You said 4 slashing damage?
That's what the halberd says.
Oh boy. All right.
Further into the future. We return to Halberd.
All right. Both
Halberds are
Boots,
cyclical. It's really
Yeah.
just a weapon fad.
Yeah.
Boots and Zan need to make. Oop! I didn't mean to do that. Another basic reflex save.
What if I was good at this? Oh my god.
Isn't this thing dead by now?
It is.
I
It
doubt it's-
explodes when it dies.
No.
Self-destruct.
Reflex?
Boom.
Okay, that's 16. I'm good at that, actually.
Okay.
16?
I'm actually very good at reflex saves, but I'm just rolling poorly. It's a 13.
All right. So, Boots passes. So Boots is going to take
Go
2
by, Alyssa.
electricity damage
Okay.
because it's halved. And what's your face? You failed.
Yeah.
So you take full damage,
It's Xanathan.
which happened to also be 2 because it rolled
His name
very
is
poorly.
Jonathan.
So yeah, it says it has the self-destruct reaction. Triggers when it's reduced to 0 hit points. The zombies' damaged cybernetics explode, dealing D8 electricity damage in a 10-foot radius with a basic reflex save, and now it's destroyed.
So Alyssa
Okay.
said, "All right, beautiful people, but not Tim.
Oh.
We're off to bed. Love ya."
Wow. Means.
And then
'Cause
Taylor
you
said,
look
"Tim's
like an
not
egg."
rolling
Bye,
dice well.
Alyssa.
Incredible."
Thanks, Alyssa. Good night.
Good
Alright, so
night.
the cybernetic zombie is gone, but it did some damage on its way out as it blew up. I thought that was going to do a bit more, but oh well. There's one last corpse fleet infantry. And is friend done?
With my actions, yes.
Great. So then it's Mesh's turn. I thought Ben was
I'm Mesh.
frozen for a second.
I was scrambling for something funny to say and came up wanting myself to say something funny.
Aw, thank you, Hobbit. I do use nice soap.
Hi, Rob. All right.
And
see
just so
Mesh
it's not all
moved up.
negativity to Tim, I have to say,
Yep.
Tim, your accent is actually winning me over.
I was really hoping it would.
So cute.
I feel like somehow it's gotten less annoying from the very beginning.
That's what I set out to do.
Mission accomplished.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna walk up here and I think I'm gonna get him again. Yeah, go get out of here, you die, you stupid zombie. And then I'm gonna shoot.
Cool.
Something funny.
I just love that the other three members of the party are like all more or less together over here, and Mesh is just running around yelling at the bad guys. Go, get over there!
Get out of here, you big
I wish we were on
stupid
the right
idiot.
page for the Quinn.
Like he's chasing
dog.
roosters to get away from his tomatoes.
All right, take your shooting this corpse fleet.
I got an 11. That's not looking too good for
That's
old
a
Dylan.
miss. You could shoot him
All right.
again. Oh no, you moved in. That's all
I
three,
moved.
isn't it?
I gotta get out of here.
Oh boy. So it's it's Boots' turn before I get a turn. So I probably won't get a turn.
I bet you know what time it is.
What
It's
time
time
is
for
it?
Eldritch Land.
No.
Everybody's favorite thing I can do that is fun. Let's see if there's anything else I could do to spice it up. Probably not, but
I got
it's just
so
really
excited.
hard to not want to cast something that does 2d6 damage level 1.
Yeah, that's really
How
good at level 1.
could I not want to do that?
That's really good.
17 to hit?
Yep.
You're really good.
Oh no. Well, it turns out you can roll a 1 and a 2 on the dice. So that's 3 plus 1 for the get 'em. So that's 4 damage.
Get him. I forgot about that.
Ah,
I'm dead yet. I'm not fully dead. I'm undead. Not totally dead yet.
Can I use a
Can't
hero
shoot 'em all,
point?
get 'em,
Wait,
get 'em,
does a hero point allow us to add damage or just to attack you?
It allows you to re-roll a die. Like
Okay,
attack die
I'm
or
gonna
skill.
reroll. I'm gonna reroll the 1 that I rolled, and get a 6,
You know,
making
I'll
that
allow it.
instead. Oh, is that okay?
Normally, you can re-roll like an attack roll, a skill check, or
Okay.
something. But like, if you want to use a
Oh,
hero
what
point
if-
to re-roll a damage die, sure.
Listen, I need this. So instead, just add 5 to the damage I did. So it was 4 originally. Now it's 9.
All right.
It's okay, Boots. The ref just called it wrong.
Listen, I
so
gotta
this-
use Alyssa's cool hero point. What am I even doing here?
Nice.
That's right.
All right, so this one is like stumbling around a bit. It's not doing great. That was that it for Boots?
I'll throw my knife at it.
Oh, okay.
I'll like Xena and throw my knife.
This will take the multiple attack penalty because Eldritch Lance does have the attack trait. You roll
Sure.
a spell attack, so just probably -4 with a knife.
Yeah,
Minus
Star Knight's
4.
not agile.
Give me two big penalties,
What if I told you I rolled a 1?
Oh, you drop your
Yeah.
knife down the drain because you're on top
It's
of like
gone?
a grate.
It's
No, it gets
gone?
stuck. It does get stuck
Okay.
in it because it's like a big circle thing. It would be too big to
I
fit.
was like, listen, that was not a low sum of my 150 credits I got to start this goddamn game.
I'm
sorry.
not that mean.
Okay.
I've formulated 3 plans to get that knife out, all of which involve jamming another knife in to pry it away.
I love you, man. All right, and then on its turn, it does 3 actions to run away. Like it kind of stumbles away, really, but uses 3 actions to get away.
That doesn't seem fair.
And
Seems
it's
like that
Zane's
friend
turn.
had somewhere to be.
Well, get back here, villain, and I'll go after it.
He went from whining to wanting to beat him to death pretty quick.
Well, he hurt, and his friend is dead now, and I'm not as scared.
So you triple move, then it's friend's turn.
No, I double move, and then I shoot him. I don't know how to count the squares right, because there's so many diagonals.
All right, you were here, so I'll do it for you. 25, right?
Yeah.
Feet.
Double move.
Wait, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. You can get to there.
Okay.
So it looks like you got line of sight.
Yeah, so I'll shoot him.
I'm gonna claim light cover
Rob,
here,
you're gonna have
soft
to-
cover, and
you're
get
gonna have
plus
to
2
calm down
AC.
on the puns.
Well, I ignore
We don't
it.
appreciate that.
I ignore soft cover.
Why?
Because I eat soft shell crabs.
What?
Then I'll shoot him with my thing. 16.
I'm just happy he remembered that lesson.
Oh, with cover it misses.
You're stupid.
Did
Wait, wasn't
Did
he?
you take
Oh,
the
he wasn't.
soft-shelled crab into account?
Yes, did you?
What?
It was a soft-shelled blue crab.
I did take that into account. Still missed
I lied. It was a soft-shelled red crab.
by 1. Friend.
There's not much I can do from over here. Oh well.
Oh well. Are you like
He's
foregoing
too
your
far
turn
away.
then?
No, I'll use my I'll use my healing to transfer 4 vitality from my pool into
That's a shame,
Boots.
Rob.
And she can make a free recall knowledge check if she chooses. And then I will just stride it toward Xanathan.
Your character in our RPG is dead. Sorry, I just got the news today.
How many hit points was I healed for that time?
4, if you please, or
Oh.
if you don't. It
No,
actually doesn't.
I take all 4 of them. Okay, and then I would like to remember Gam Gam.
Thank you. See, that's what brings us together.
That's called a callback.
I don't know why the
Remembers.
Akashic record
Callback?
had so much,
Hey, Dan,
so
it's
many
called a
details
callback
about the
joke.
Gam Gam.
She remembers her Gam.
She was
What's her
apparently
birthday?
very important to the universe.
You never even asked what knowledge she wanted to use.
Yeah.
About society.
That's what I figured.
Yeah.
You got a 17,
To remember
so you
Gam
remember.
Gam.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember actually in a flash. Oh yes, that's right. You didn't think I was going to use this moment for role play? What are you, nerds? Okay, so she remembers in a
I
flash
am. Thank
about
you.
her own Gam Gam. She remembers a flash of like which she shouldn't actually be able to remember was in her mother's stomach at the time, but like there's sort of like you see a flash of the sort of warping drift, and her mom is in a suit, like not like a nice suit, like an outdoor spacecraft suit, and being like pulled on a line by an older Patra inside, desperately pressing buttons, and then her mother is like pulled inside the cabin of a ship, and that's what she remembers. It's horrifying, and she's like, "Oh God!"
Oh no!
And that's
You're welcome.
Sorry, Tim and I were laughing. I thought you said she was in a soup.
Oh no.
No, she's
Until you said like a space suit, and I was like, oh, not a soup. That makes way more
This
sense.
painful memory was brought to you by Stola Cola.
Stola Cola. Incredible.
All right, Mesh.
All right, well, after listening to that horrible story, I feel so bad.
Wow.
I just don't know why she screamed it out loud.
Judgmental.
Oh, he's moving.
Does this nerd even get cover? Look at that.
His
I don't even
feet's
touch
moving.
that thing. Look at that. My feeties are moving, so I know I'm doing a move action. I did the move action. Does that mean I get the move powers? I got drilled. All right, I'm gonna shoot him.
Got drilled. Give him the shoots.
Good lord.
That's an old world reference, lady and gentlemen. All right, we're gonna shoot him with the old last 2 bullets in the semi-auto pistol I got here. His name is Desperado. Boom. Got a 16.
That'll do it.
Boom.
I didn't do go get by. Then I'm gonna 4 damage.
4 damage.
Yeah.
And you take him down as he's running away. You don't have to use the last shot at a Desperado.
Dude, that reminds me a lot of like the last interaction I had with my neighbor. What happened?
What? So as combat comes to a close, you see the door, big double doors to the north, open up.
Oh, I heard it.
You heard that? Zoom. And you see a little yellow Skittermander come out with a Jess Scrawl, and the Jess Scrawl's like panting, like, and the Skittermander's like, "Hey, what was all that noise about?"
Does the Death Scroll have a collar?
No.
Oh, it's a stray.
But like the Skittermander has 2 of her hands on it, on one side, and then her other hands are like her top hands are just like, gesticulating like, What's going on here?
There was things out here, and they shot us with guns and also punched us with them.
Oh.
Their skin was coming off. It was pretty terrible.
She looks around. She's like, "Huh, that's weird. I never seen them."
How have you?
Oh my
not seen
god,
them?
it's haunted.
I don't know. Have you seen Nova Dorio?
Yeah, they sent us in here to look for you. They said you got kidnapped by monsters.
Oh yeah, them weird things took me, but then I made a friend. This is Bitey.
Oh dear.
Is Bitey nice?
Bitey seems nice with Prisma, but it looks over at you and it's just like.
What
She just says.
Reminds me of my interaction with my neighbor.
She says it depends what you're into, but yeah.
That's fair.
I'd like to be Bitey's friend.
So then the little blue Skittermander sticks his face in from the way you came into this room, and he's like, "Is it over?"
Yes.
Oh, he found her, and he runs over to Prisma, and they like hug, and he's like, "Are you okay?" And she's like, "Yeah, and I got a dog."
This is awful.
Nova Dory's like, I don't think that's a dog.
Of course it is. It's a stray. It doesn't have a collar. What are you 2 doing in here? You could have been seriously injured. I was seriously injured.
Oh, well, they took her. Thanks for helping us. You need anything? We're heading back to Absalom Station tomorrow. You can hitch a ride.
Do you know why he says?
What was that?
Do you know why they took you?
No, I don't know. Maybe they
Why
wanted
did
to
they
eat
say
me.
they took you?
Skittermander's quite the delicacy in some places.
Did they eat you?
No.
I just feel like this is an awful lot of work for some random gal.
I'm not reading.
Would you like to do a
Trying
follow-up
to
in
pry
front
her
of the
knife out
hologram?
of the grate.
Get that knife out of there without friend sticking another knife in. But essentially, so this I put 2 little things together here. The demo basically ends once you get into the haunted house, and then this was part of, they just call it playtest scenario 5. This is the first half of it, because the other half jumps to level 5 for some reason.
That's one of my favorite albums.
But you guys really handled yourselves very well. In the data room here with the corpse fleet guys is listed as a severe 1 encounter, which means they expect at least 1 character to go down, like not necessarily die, but go to dying, if not more than 1.
It certainly felt that way.
I mean, you guys, it wasn't easy, I don't think.
Having our resident mystic just make damage go away.
Pronounced friend.
Is pretty ideal.
It also helped.
And also, Stan missing a lot.
Yeah,
Not that I'm
rolled a lot of
complaining.
double digits,
I'm just
or single
saying.
digits, yeah.
It was very helpful.
Yeah. Yeah.
Before we wrap up, we do have one more thing that we need to take care of.
Yes, I pull up my
And
rifle.
I turn to Xanathan. Yep. Shall we?
Yes, we shall.
It took me a second.
Wait, and she's like, oh shit, I forgot I was supposed to film their engagement, and she pulls out her camera.
It would be polite to avert your eyes.
Oh, sorry.
Do you want to go?
But please watch.
Do you want to go from the top or the bottom?
I think we should try both ways.
Okay.
And average the results.
I like this. That sounds good.
What? All right, so Novadorio
and then we can
Prisma-
freeze frame.
Yes, maybe while we're jumping and high-fiving.
You have plenty of hands for that.
I do.
So many hands.
We do that.
Yeah. Okay, so you tap your laser rifles together.
No, just the tips.
That's what I said. And Prisma and Novadorio are super excited, super thankful for what you did, and they offer to take you on their private space yacht back to Absalom Station.
Private space yacht?
Yes.
Heck yeah.
It's pretty fancy.
Well, I don't want to walk.
I want you to know. I just want you to know what just happened was first season of Venture happened, where the thing happened, and the two idiots were like, "Go Team Venture over there." That's literally what just happened.
Well, yeah.
We just do that.
I don't get the reference.
They just.
So yeah, with
Venture Brothers is a show that's good. You haven't seen it because you're stupid.
I haven't seen it. That's true. But yeah, I will say
Everybody
for
makes
these
fun of
two
them
adventures,
after the
there
chat,
wasn't really any background for. They're not really adventures. They're scenarios. Like they're play tests, right? It's meant to test the mechanics. There aren't really. There wasn't much story behind it. So they will take you back to Absalom Station, where you can get back to doing your jobs. And when you get there, you realize you have like a whole bunch of messages from one of your contacts, Jules Akama.
Oh, what's Jules Akama with you?
And they are ready
What's he been
to
up
get you back to work.
Okay. Well, that sounds like a plan.
Want to know what the job is?
I would.
You have to check out it next time. We're planning on playing again in 2 weeks.
That sounds
Hey!
Woo! Every other Friday
What
is
is
the plan
that?
right now while we can. Except
Can I
probably
come?
not like, the day after Thanksgiving and stuff. I doubt will happen. But
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm really glad that we kind of came together as a team because, as you know, life's not a solo act.
Here he goes. Oh, that was it?
That was all.
Oh,
true.
that was a letdown.
Menswear is all about tailoring.
Hi, Taylor. So let's see. Next time we have a schedule for is October the 4th, which is very exciting. I can't wait to do it. This has been a blast. This cast just clicked immediately. Thank you, everybody. That was super funny. My throat hurts from laughing so much. But knowing, those of us that have played some Pathfinder knows that it's not going to be laughs the whole time because
Not me.
I fully expect to lose characters throughout this adventure, throughout a cosmic birthday.
But not me, right?
What's that?
What?
Not me, right? I'm plot armor, right? Because
Well,
I'm cool and fun.
Technically,
Great.
because Alyssa will give it to you,
You're right.
and Charles will take it from me.
Yeah, exactly. That's true.
So a lot of that is
That's true.
some
You're
of that
plot
does
armor.
come out of my hands where chat can dictate certain things, or if they just make me mean, I don't have a choice. Chat told me to do it. Like, oh, you're down, you're dying too. I'll just hit you again and crit, and you're dead. Sorry, like.
Oh, that sounds rough.
Oh, thankfully, there's always more.
It's true. I am kidding. I can take
No.
a hit / a death in games. I was just mostly like being silly.
If I
Sassy
die,
little-
I
the
can't. I'll
cat
throw a
race
tantrum.
can't come out in the base game.
What
Yeah,
was
that's
that?
true.
That's right.
What do you say?
I said if I die, the cat race can't come out in the main game because I'm the one that's got to save him. That's
Well,
Dan's fault.
I mean, I made it pretty clear from the beginning that my target was on Dr. D's character, whoever it was going to be, because I knew he was going to be mean to me. But I think I focused most on
No.
Boots. Not even really on purpose.
Yeah,
That
Boots
second,
is the
Listen.
target as well.
the second fight, you moved up all by yourself, and I was like, well, I guess they're both going after her.
Yeah, that I listen. I once I had seen your inability to hit me, I thought it was pretty safe.
Yeah, you feel invincible for a little
You also
bit.
had
and then-
Ben back up.
And then it goes the other
Listen.
way.
Yep.
No, it doesn't last. I know that, but now I'm just trying to participate in the Dananing. But what I will say is say is the man, having an AC of 17 as a caster is wild.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's crazy high.
At level 1. But the other thing about it is, and I think this is just true, is that in Pathfinder and Starfinder, numbers go burr. So eventually, that won't be that high. But for right now, at level 1, what a time to be alive.
It'll never be this good again.
That's a good way to say it. Again, you never know when, especially if it's something like, a single enemy thing where they're going to have a way bigger to hit. Like here, I had like +6, I think pretty much everything had. I think the zombie had a +7 to its, its punch, but it didn't hit very hard when it did. So like I had to roll halfway decent to hit you guys as well.
Yeah.
And when I was rolling single digits a bunch, it wasn't happening.
No.
But I'm super excited to start a Cosmic Birthday for real. This one is a fully fleshed out adventure. As far as I can tell, it's the same length as like a deluxe adventure, like the Slithering that we played, or like the Fall of Plaguestone and things like that. Like the quote book, because I think it's only a PDF, is 60 pages.
Okay.
Or I feel like it may actually be more than that. Not
Your
that it
feelings
super
are valid.
matters, but yeah, I'm super excited to get into this. I thought this group was fantastic.
Yeah. When we do start rolling, I think what was helpful for a lot of the Pathfinder 2 podcasts that we did was you starting out with like personal questions for us. I think that's going to be like really good intro material.
Ooh,
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll have to try and remember that.
We do like a session 0 next time when we start and do like questions. and
Ooh,
things?
yeah.
Yeah, I can get those ready.
Okay.
You better not friggin' ask me when my grandma's birthday is.
I know you never made the check.
you of it.
I never got to remember.
Friend took it away from you, decided to use the check themselves.
I'm a memory thief.
Oh, it's 68 pages.
Okay.
The Cosmic Birthday.
That's not nice.
Not quite, no.
Just
You should have. Hey, can you include the back cover just to increase it by one more?
Yeah.
Then you have to include the front cover.
Actually,
Yeah,
it
there
is.
is no back cover.
Like the PDF is 68 pages long.
Just add a
Hey.
page.
Hold on. I gotta get. I'm in touch with Blizzard right now. I told them to increase. I just told them to increase the page count by.
Why
by
would
one.
Oh, I just got a notification
Blizzard
my
can't
WoW
do
account
shit.
was hacked. What the hell?
It does include the back cover. There's even a little picture of a space goblin with a gun bigger than him.
And that's the 68th page. Taunting us.
Love it.
This was almost nice.
That's called editing, guys.
No, the next adventure will be almost nice. But thank you so much, everybody that was here. Thank you for checking out those redemptions. They were super funny. I loved it. I can't wait to see how much it affects the game going forward, especially when things get real serious and like deadly.
Yeah,
But
I can't wait.
check out professionalcasual.com for all of our great stuff. There's stuff. We're here on the Twitch every day of the week anymore, which is awesome. Today was twice, as you streamed earlier, a bunch of WoW. Make sure to check out patreon.com/professionalcasual. We are going to be putting up the podcast version of this. We're going to get a feed on there for patrons, people to listen to if they missed it. If you're coming in at the very end, I'm always waiting for someone to pop in and be like, I finally made it. Where did you guys start yet?
Who's the guy that comes in at the end of every, the power phase? It's like, guys, I just got here. Can you re-rack?
We just talked about this on Tuesday. I can never remember because they're always there just at the very end.
Yeah.
It's so good, though. So make sure to check that stuff out. We've got a bunch more actual plays. Grim Podcast of Perilous Adventure, our Warhammer Fantasy Roleplay 4th edition game that I run with Tim and Ben, and then also Danny and Kendra. where we're playing through the Enemy Within campaign, and we're up to 230 some episodes at this point. We've also got...
Wow, feels like I just got here 50 episodes ago.
It's still my favorite joke.
Right? You got to Middenheim 50 episodes ago.
Marienburg.
And
it's
then...
co-pronounced Marienburg.
Jeez.
That's your favorite joke.
It is.
On every other Monday, we've got the Arachne podcast with Dr. D, talking about Infinity and other miniature games and whatever he feels like doing that episode with Calamity Jack, his original audio drama in there.
And there will be a new live play podcast about in the Malifaux universe coming out soon. I suspect probably in the next week.
Ooh.
Oh.
What's that
So
one?
it'll be a Malifaux Through the Breach, which is the Malifaux RPG.
Very cool.
It's called Little House, Big City. Little House, Big City. What happens when you have 4 people that all inherit the same house at the same time?
And they stop being polite and start getting real.
That's exciting because I'm actually interested in checking and seeing what that RPG is all about.
I'm interested in you, but maybe one day we could run on here.
Woo!
Hell yeah.
I'll run it, and then you could be a bad player.
Wow.
You ever see
Shots
a DM
fired.
give these Twitch redemptions to one of the players in the game? Because that'll happen.
Right?
Yeah.
I can't wait to kill Mesh. It's going to be great.
Yeah, so we gotta have some Target Dr. D redeems.
Right? I got to find some big monsters.
Wow.
Eat that Catman's.
Why would you kill me? I didn't do that. I am the chosen one.
But yeah, guys, thank you so much. And
But what if I can't get it up? Good.
And a huge thank you to both Ann and Dr. D. First time here on one of our actual plays, and it was an absolute delight.
And you both killed
you're
it.
Welcome.
It was great.
Yeah, thank you.
Everybody did a great job. It was more than I was hoping for.
I will
Wow,
actually
thanks,
read.
man.
I'll actually read the rule book, hopefully, by the next time we start.
Whoa,
I've been on
slow your roll, man.
Yeah,
Stay in your
I've
lane.
watched 30-something episodes of Kapapa, and I've never picked it up or opened it.
That's besides the fact
Listen,
that's not true.
I spent some of my time figuring out what war melody means, and I can confirm that I do know for next time how it works. So
Nice.
great.
Well,
And it turns out it's not just I decide that this reality sucks and the door is open, teehee. It's not actually that.
Tim, you
Does
could,
it
Next
summon
time,
halberds
find
from
out.
the future?
you couldn't pick up that book because you got bicep tendinopathy.
What?
What?
That's why he couldn't pick up the book because he's got
What
a
is
weak.
going
He's got
on?
weak arms.
Yeah,
He's got biceps tendinopathy. Look at him.
that's. I mean,
Bro, don't
Cast
even
I've
in
worry.
tried it. I've seen him do a bicep dip. It's
Wow,
pathetic.
he's just trying to show off because he's a doctor.
no, that's a real thing my character
Dr.
has. If
My
you
name's
read my
Dan.
backstory that I wrote,
There's no backstory.
He's got 4 arms.
I got 4 arms, man.
I do want to
That's 4
clarify
times the
something
chance
really
to get a
quick
Bicep tendinopathy.
because I realized what I said almost sounded like an insult, but when I said that it was like exceeded expectations in that like how well the group clicked right away. I felt like there wasn't really like that awkward time of like
Yeah.
everybody
Yeah,
was like
You said more than you were hoping for, and like, I don't think that's a.
Oh no,
that's not diminutive.
I am upset by this. No, I'm kidding. I'm not.
That's fine.
I was just giving you shit. I really was just giving you shit. Please don't think that I was upset.
Thank you for
I'm
inviting me.
fine with you being upset.
Thank you for inviting me.
I
I really enjoyed it. Even though I didn't do half as well as you expected, I'm here to be.
like half of you half as much as you deserve.
Keebler brings up a great point. We do need to figure out a way to get a redemption for Wizard Brick.
What?
So sometimes you come across an orc, right? And the orc
What
has
does
a
that
magical
mean?
amulet that makes them
That's
immune
Witch
to
Warper
magic.
Brick.
And
Excuse wizard is an outdated term. She
that's
described this.
true. That's true. That's true.
Yeah, wizard is not what we
very
use
offensive.
anymore. That's really
Very,
offensive.
very
Not very PC
Fine
and
with that.
of
We call them technomancers. Okay, if you have to be honest, like, and there are many different types of us out there in the world. So
I can't wait for them to add techno.
We are
really
I bet
do
they're
the
gonna add
work.
more
I would
classes as it
recommend
goes
that
on.
you do the work.
Oh, and you said this episode was called also alternative. I'll leave or whatever.
Alternatively, goodbye.
Don't forget that. Yeah, alternatively goodbye.
What is?
Ben gets credit on that episode.
Yeah, Ben gets credit for a lot of the episode titles.
Yeah,
to be
for
fair.
real, so many come from something Ben said during the episode.
That's true.
I forgot I did that.
But all right, guys, we love you. Bye.
Thanks, everybody. Bye.
Okay, bye.
Oh, bye.
See you
I don't
in 2
love you.
weeks.
It's kind of a platonic thing. We're kind of just really good friends, and we shouldn't start dating because it'd be
My very friend.
Unless
my very friend.
friend.